good?
What up, dog? What up, dog? What up, dog? Y'all know y'all can't get enough of us. We're the hottest podcast in the city, the Takeoff Podcast. I'm your boy Adrian, a.k.a. D.
Stubbs, what's good?
And today, guess what? We got another special guest here in the house, right here in the Takeoff Podcast in the Space Shuttle, ready to go. Right now, we got a football pioneer, running back, halfback, and other divisions and other sports that he plays as well. Currently, right now, he's a head coach at Southeastern High School here in Detroit, Michigan. Today, we want to give a big, arousing support for Coach Sherm. Coach Sherm, and welcome to the podcast, my brother.
Thank you, man. Glad to be here.
Now, you know what? I'm glad anytime and every time, I'm glad to have, athletes, coaches, anybody that's a part of the realm of sports in general, because people don't understand how big coaching has on the youth.
Most definitely.
And, to develop young men and young women out there, to become better human beings, better in their lives.
Yeah.
So how I want to start off this interview, I want to ask you, what got you into coaching?
First, let me correct you. I'm the assistant head coach.
Okay, assistant head coach.
Shout out to my homeboy, Courtney Dinkins. He's the head coach. We damn near best friends. So he looked out for me, gave me a job. And so we've been rocking for about 8 years now. What got me into coaching, first of all, I love football. That's my passion. You know what I'm saying? I watch football all day. I've been like that since I was about 5-6 years old.
Facts.
So that's my passion. My purpose is to make the world better. And what better way to do that is through the youth. That's our future. So, I just want to give young men a better opportunity at life. You know what I'm saying? Let them know that you still can succeed in life. You know what I'm saying? No matter what your situation is. It still equals success. You know what I'm saying? You just got to go a harder way or a longer way in doing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got into it. So my vehicle is through football.
You know what's I always want to bring up too. A lot of people really underestimate the importance of being in any type of sports, any type of activity, relating to, especially with young people. Why do you think a lot of people don't see that as being important?
They didn't do it. Just basically, they didn't do it. They don't believe in it, and so and it doesn't equal money right away. So most parents, if they haven't done it and they don't equal money, like let's figure out something that equals money so we can pay these bills, and that's how you successful in life, by getting that done. But sports, man, it builds character, man. I
definitely agree.
It pushes you through things you would never think to equate to sports. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I can get through this exercise or this drill or whatever, I can do anything. You know what I'm saying? It's a different mindset.
I feel like it brings out the leader in people.
That too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you working hard. Now you see your homeboy falling on your teammate. Come on, man, let's go.
Get up.
Pick up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Make you headstrong. It make you I was in sports a little bit, but a lot of other people I know, it just discipline in school. They not the class clown or nothing. They just
Well,
you got your attitudes.
You got your ones.
Personalities.
Yeah, you got your ones, but you know what I'm saying? You got your ones that's focused, that's goal driven, so they know what it takes.
Now, where do you coach at?
Detroit Southeastern.
And how long you been coaching?
I've been coaching there for the past 7 years. Overall, I've been coaching for about 15, 16 years.
Okay, so do you remember in CAS, I want to say it was about like 7 years ago, that student body slammed the security guard?
Yeah.
J. Rue Campbell.
Hypothetically, if you was that coach, what would you have done?
Oh, man. Back then.
What would you have done prior to that? He hot head, and then after?
It's kind of hard to say because it's all about your culture, your foundation, or your program. You know what I'm saying? So with him being there, he was kind of like the face of the school since he was a freshman.
Oh, he was a freshman?
Not when that happened.
Okay.
But when he got there, he was a freshman. So that's like, that's Hollywood. He won a state championship as a freshman.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, in PSL. So he's like a
ranked,
celebrity. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like, I can't really speak on their situation. I think for me, I would have been trying to keep them grounded from that point on. You know what I'm saying? But I really couldn't say like because I never been in that situation
Yeah,
to like,
that's
Hey, now add to
especially
that,
for a kid.
and to add to that, I heard he had a full ride to Michigan State too, automatically.
he
Man,
had to go to
he
it.
yeah, he damn near could write his check to wherever he wanted to go at that
Right.
point. Like I said, he won the state championship his freshman and his sophomore year.
So he was back to back.
Yeah, so like he was a big start. Now and no, I know him kind of like I know we cool, I cordial. I know him. No, he's a good kid. No, he just it's all about what we put in our kids. You know what I'm saying? And maybe somebody was just putting in his head that he's a star. And who knows what he got away with before that.
Now I don't really know the full incident, but in your opinion, or your information was the antagonist of that situation the officer, or was it truly him?
So from what I got, I think him and his girlfriend was getting into it. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. I believe him and his girlfriend was getting into it. And the officer tried to step in. He like watch out. You know what I'm saying? They end up tussling. They end up getting into it.
Dang.
You know what? I want to ask you this since we're on that topic. It's been a lot of hearsay about players, especially that's superstars, that they are not used to being told no. Is that true?
Yeah, I can see that because nowadays, a lot of people instead of like leading them, they're fans. So they want to give them stuff instead of turn them down because they see the dollar signs, so they want to be a part of that. So when they make it, hey, remember I gave you this, remember I did did that. So a lot of kids they not getting that mentorship or what I'm saying, that the discipline. Like no, go sit down, go do this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just want to be a fan and want to ride that coattail because they see the dollar signs.
Right. I want to get more into you and your athletic backgrounds. What got you into playing football altogether?
Man, like I said, man, I've been watching football since I was 5. Me and my friends, we playing in the middle of the street.
Right, hey,
what I'm saying?
them were the days.
Yeah, you get a football, man, you can play anywhere, man. We play in the street, in front
man.
of somebody grass, the park, whatever.
Anytime.
So, what really got me started playing football in the middle of the street, my next door neighbor saw me playing. And he told my mother about the West Side Buccaneers. They played on Linden and Myers up at the Bustle.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he told my mama about that. She took me up there, signed me up. I was doing that. Funny story. I was doing all the little drills and stuff with no pads on. I was good. Man, as soon as we put them pads on, man, the stomach started getting sick, queasy, like. I don't think I want to do this. So I did the first day. My first coach, Coach Leonard Young, rest in peace. Man, that was my first coach. Man, he was cool. That was like somebody I really looked up to, like having a male presence. He sat me down. I ain't practiced that day. I was straight.
So was it nervousness or
Yeah,
was
it was
okay, I'm
both
sorry.
nervous, scared,
Oh,
like petrified. Like I played, but I ain't never put this stuff on.
Oh, so okay.
No, you put that stuff on. That's a different animal. Like
It was like a shock to you.
Yeah,
almost.
like you turn. That's like the people like the Power Rangers. The Power Rangers power up.
Yeah,
or
when
they turn the Voltron or something. Like that's a different stuff. You put that equipment on. So I was
with that equipment on, I'm sorry for leapfrogging a little bit.
Yeah.
I know you want to answer your question. What's the hardest you've ever hit somebody and been hit?
Ooh.
Or matter of fact, not even. I do want to know the hardest you've ever hit somebody, and I want to know how was it getting somebody tackling you for the first time.
Man, my first contact, I hit our best player on the team. So I'm like 8, he like 10, and we in line, we just doing hidden drill.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which drill were you on your back and they blow the whistle, you get up?
we weren't even on our back. We
Oh.
just taking off and hitting each other. Man, he hit me so hard, I was like, this is why I didn't want to do this. Like I didn't want to do this. So right then and there, the coach blew the whistle. He was like, no, we gotta adjust these lines. Like this guy, he shouldn't be going against him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the veteran kids should be here. Our middle class, whatever, they should be here. Then our rookies, whatever, they should be here. So that kind of like brought me along. Like okay, they do care. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got to worry about that no more. I ain't got to get hit like that. Now I can take my time and learn, you know what I'm saying, get better.
Technique and all that good
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
so that was my first time getting hit. My worst hit was in high school. My friends, they go see this, they go laugh. I was playing quarterback. We was playing cast, and I rolled out and I threw the ball, and all-state linebacker Marco Cooper hit me, and he hit me on the sideline, and I just laid there and I just rolled over. Like I was already on the sideline, I just rolled over to the sideline.
Like a cartoon character.
Yeah, I just rolled over. Like,
Give me a minute.
yeah, like damn. He caught me square, like throwing the ball, like
In air collision or?
dog. Like I'm caught like this.
You was a quarterback?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I played quarterback my senior year in high school.
Okay.
I had to play quarterback. Like I never really played it before until my senior year. So I just had to do it. Like we didn't have a quarterback.
So what high school did you go to?
I went to Detroit Chassis.
Oh, right, Chassis. Okay.
So yeah. So
Salute.
in the day you went there.
No.
I'm
I'm trying to unite Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Man.
So it's closed now, but back in the day, like only two type of people went to Chassis: people that lived in the neighborhood and people that played football.
Right.
So like during that time, it was a football school. We had about 20, 25 kids that played, and we was good. Like we beat people. Like we beat Cass, we beat the Kings. Like we won back-to-back city championships. Excuse me. But yeah, going into my senior year, we didn't have a quarterback. So they was like, no, Sherm could throw the ball. No, you gotta play quarterback.
So you had an arm this whole time, and they just bumped you up to the quarterback position.
Yeah, and I was like, I'll do it. Like it's my senior year. Like I ain't gonna trust nobody else on my own senior year.
So what have you been playing prior to that?
I played running back. Played some receiver. Once I got to high school, played defense, played free safety. But for the most part on offense, I played running back.
Okay.
Now, I still want to know what's the hardest hit you ever delivered?
Whew.
I know you got the strength. I see it.
Probably my hardest hit. I got in trouble for it too because we was in practice.
That'd be the worst too when you injure a teammate. Yeah.
And I was at Wayne State, and we was in spring ball, and I was playing safety, and they ran this play like when you practicing, they got a script, so they always running the same script. So they was throwing the ball, and he threw it to the fullback in the flat, and I was just right there, just waiting on him, like I knew it was coming, and I just left my feet on him, and like the whole crowd was like everybody in practice was hyped defensively, and my head coach, who was the offensive coordinator, he came to me, he's like, don't ever do that again. Like, don't hurt your teammate.
Right.
And it clicked, like, because nobody never told me that before. Like, when we
All the way,
practice,
you made it all the way to college, and nobody never told you that.
never,
That's wild.
because like in Little League, it was always about who's the hardest hitter. Like, no, that was your best players, who was the hardest hitter. So everybody was trying to prove they was the hardest hitter, and like kind of in high school, we really didn't have contact in practice because we were so small in numbers, so we didn't do hidden drills really like that.
Okay.
So nobody had to tell me then, but then, got to college, I thought it was free game. I left my feet on him, and I got in trouble for it.
So what you say you went to Wayne State, right?
Yes.
And that's when you were playing running back as well?
No. Well, first I went to a JUCO. I went to a JUCO in Cali.
Okay.
And I got a funny story about that. But I went out there. I did like 2.5 years out there. And then once I got my associate's degree, I transferred to Wayne State. I played defense when I went to college. I played free safety and strong safety.
Now, I got to ask you this. What year did you go to Wayne State?
2003, 2004.
Oh, that was before my time because I graduated in 16.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I went there 2003, 2004. I ended up kind of dropping out of school. Didn't have the grades, couldn't pay for it out of my own pocket, so I had to drop out. Fast forward now, I just got my degree back in August.
Congratulations, my brother.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, hold on, we gotta. Well, that's good, man. What'd you get your degree in?
Sports management.
Okay.
Yeah, getting my degree was very important. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be a hypocrite as a coach. You know what I'm saying? Stressing how education is important, and I don't have education. You know what I'm saying? So I really wanted that. I wanted that for me. I wanted that for the kids I coach. I wanted that for my family. I got 2 older kids that's in college. So I didn't want them to, like, they ever went through a tough time. I didn't want to be like, oh, I can You know what I'm saying? I can quit. Or that, nah, we get degrees around here. You know what I'm saying? We educated.
And now, is there any other sport you can see yourself coaching?
Nah, football is
Football,
football.
That's the love right
Yeah,
there.
that's
Now,
my love.
could you ever see yourself college or possibly even pros or
Yeah.
even just a head coach?
Yeah, all that.
All of
That's what I'm working towards now. College is my next step.
Now, I do got a question. Marshawn Lynch, I'm sure you know who that is.
Yeah.
Seahawks, they was in the Super Bowl. That play came.
Yeah,
What would you have done? Would you have ran and running?
I'd have ran the ball.
Okay.
I'd have ran the ball without a doubt. That was a touchdown.
That was a touchdown.
So for whatever reason, I know everybody got their little suspicions of why they did that, but I'm running the ball.
Now, again, another controversial play. Lions, not this season, last year, when they didn't check in, and that's how we ended up losing it.
Against Dallas.
Against Dallas. You remember the ref said somebody didn't check in.
Oh yeah, that was some bull.
How do you feel about checking in and just the whole thing?
Well, it's a rule. It's an important rule because they got certain numbers that's eligible. So when they bring in these bigger guys, to get a push or a block, and then they want to run a trick play and slide him out there throwing the ball, you got to let the defense know that he's eligible.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So what one have to do to get eligible?
So like if I'm a lineman, I'm like wearing 50 through 79. I got to check in. So when I come in, I'm letting the ref know, hey, I'm an eligible receiver. No, I'm gonna be uncovered, so I'm gonna go out for a route. It's a possibility that I'm gonna go out for a route. So now they get to warn the defense that he can go out for a route. So be aware.
Now this is what myself and a lot of people have heard before. They say it's a certain way you have to check in. Is that true?
You got to just go and tell the ref that you checking in.
Because somebody told me, and I ain't believe it. He said you got to check in like this. You got to do something in front of the ref.
I think you just got to get his attention and let him know. You probably got to look. I don't have the number on, so you probably got to do something like that.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, just getting this. Hey man, I'm an eligible receiver.
Now, if you do recall that play, do you think he officially checked in?
I think he did.
But they didn't.
But it's just so much going on in the game. I mean, refs they people too. They can make a mistake. Oh, I ain't know. I forgot.
Yeah.
You can forget something that fast. You know.
That's
what I'm
true.
saying?
Now let me ask you this. I want to go back to college for a second. What's it like being a student athlete?
Man, it's crazy. It's difficult. People think these athletes, they getting babied and pampered, but you get up at 4 a.m. You get up at 4 a.m. to do drills. You know what I'm saying? Lift weights, whatever the coaches got set up for you. You're doing that for like an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? You take a shower, you go eat, then you gotta go to school. So student athletes, they done been up for 4 or 5 hours before a normal student then, rolled over. And they still got to do everything else that a normal student has to do. And then after that, they got to go and do some more stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's really a job and you getting educated at the same time.
And that's what I was meaning to lead into next. What do you think about the NIL?
They need it. They deserve it. Student athletes, they generating all this money for the schools. Everybody else making money off of it. Why not them?
I just heard that the basketball player with one arm.
Yeah,
I can't think of his name. Sorry.
I know you. I can't think of his name.
Yeah,
either,
but
I know what you're talking about.
They said just off of NIL, he just bought his mom a house and his grandparents a church.
And rightfully so.
But that's a lot. I didn't know they was getting it like that.
But so if they getting it like that, imagine what everybody else getting.
I feel like, especially now in today's society with NIL, definitely.
Yeah.
Because before NIL, I used to see parents raising their kids to like get into the pros. I'm like, it's a long shot. But now it's like, just get them into college.
Yeah. Like
So,
just
get them there.
In certain stages, you ain't got to get into college. You can do it in high school.
In high school, yeah.
You can get an NIL in high school.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. In certain states, it all depends on the state you're in. You can get an NIL in high school.
Here?
Nope.
We don't got to hear.
So here, how it works, not while you're in high school, but as soon as you play like your last game, whether it's football or basketball, you can get your money.
Really?
Yeah.
But you got to be committed to a university, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. But that's
Yeah.
what I was wondering.
Yeah. And yeah.
Salute to the NIL in Michigan. Get on it, man.
Yeah, they definitely on it. They spending that bread. That lady, I don't know, I can't think of her name. Her husband was like the third richest guy in the country.
Are you talking about for the U of M? It's I think they're into tech, and they make millions
Yeah.
and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And they was able to get the quarterback for
Yeah, they
UofM
was
to-
able to get Bryce.
Yes.
Yeah. So she went to Michigan.
Yeah.
I think he went to Illinois or something.
Because he was committed to LSU at one time until he changed his decision.
Yeah, they came with that bankroll. I'm not saying that's all they came with, but
So as far as college, so you mind if I?
Go ahead.
As far as college football, do you think we're the dominant state because we're always in some type of Pro Bowl or we're always in something? What's your top three college football states? That's always just
states like Texas.
A&M.
No, just Texas.
Just Texas and well, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Longhorns.
Texas. I think I would say Alabama. They kind of still up there. They might be falling off. Well, really, it's all right. So I'm gonna name my three real quick. So I say you got Texas, Georgia, and Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Above.
I don't like them.
Go ahead, Adrian. Get them, man. Get them.
I don't like them, but you got to be realistic. They're in there. They always in the mix.
Get them, Adrian.
They always in the mix. Now, Ohio is a good football state.
We're not always in the mix.
No, we getting back in the mix. We had that fall off run where we tried Rich Rodriguez.
Oh, don't even mention that guy.
And then who was after him?
You had Rich Rodriguez, and after him, you had Brady Hoke.
Yeah, Brady Hoke did good with Rich Rod guys, but he couldn't get his own guys in.
Because with Brady Hoke, they won the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that because they had Denard Robinson.
Yeah, but them was all Rich Rod recruits. So he did good with that, but when it was time to bring his own guys in, it didn't work like that.
I did not expect you to say Ohio.
Yeah,
out of your top three, but hey, you
because Ohio
biased.
State is so good because for one, their state of talent is good, so they get the majority of that, and then they're able to go down south and get a running back from Texas or a receiver from Florida.
I got to mention this about Ohio State. Even though they won a national championship, yeah, I'm talking to y'all, Columbus. Nobody cared. That's how bad it was. Nobody gave a damn that y'all won the national championship. Y'all, not us. Sorry, I had to.
I don't like Ohio State. I'm not a fan.
I'm a
Michigan guy.
keeping it real.
That's what I'm talking about. That's go blue, baby, go blue.
Now, what, in your opinion, what state produce or what college or state produces the most NFL recruits?
By far, your Floridas and your Texas,
And why is that? It's always the South.
because it's hot all year round. Like when I went to JUCO in Cali, we had Florida guys up there. They race for a living. Like they used to gamble on racing, like just running, like
running themselves.
just running. Like, man, I bet I can beat you, but no, how we play 21 or something like that. They running, so they run all year round. So they're fast. So it generates. So speed kills in football.
Right.
Now, that's for the speed guys. So you see a lot of, when you look at your top 300 and stuff like that, it's guys from Florida, guys from Texas. I mean, then you got your Alabamas, your Georgias and stuff like that. But that's what they do all year round. And they have spring ball. In high school, that's huge.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. What I'm hearing is the recruits that come from places like Georgia or Alabama, they're more so on strength. Is that true?
To a certain point. They got all, like I said, they lift weights outside.
Yeah.
Like they got weight benches and parks and stuff where you can lift
I
outside.
feel like you should, especially for the sun, because they give you vitamin D, and I just feel like it's healthier.
Yeah, like they can lift outside. Like we're limited here. You know what I'm saying? Once it get cold, we have to go indoors. So when you go indoors, like these sports complexes and stuff, you gotta pay for that.
I mean, you could go outside because I hear the cold actually will help.
You ain't lifting no weights at no 16 degrees outside, man.
I'm
You
saying,
need to walk outside.
You gotta work up the sweat. You ever be like work out so much outside, like shoveling snow or something? Then it's like the cold.
You ever just went outside and wanted to shovel the snow?
I'll just say
I
this.
feel-
Nobody wants to just go out. Look, we hate to go outside
We
going to
do.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to go outside. Like the heat motivates you. Your body already, you know what I'm saying, like moving, you know what I'm saying, you already warmed up. When you cold, man, your body it's all stiff, and by the time you warmed up, you 30 minutes into the workout. Like, man,
You sweating, you already in.
Now I do got a question for you. I'm gonna list 4 players, and I just want to know your general opinion of them.
Okay.
First, Mike Vick.
Man, a dog, a pioneer. He was really ahead of his time.
You think he could have won more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was stuck in old narrative of how the quarterback should be.
And what narrative? Not to cut you off, but what narrative?
You don't got to say it. I know. We
Be
know.
be a pocket guy. Don't learn how to, what I'm saying, dissect the defense. You know what I'm saying, pick them apart like that. So they kind of put him in a box when he was way greater than that box. And real quick, I got a story, man. So when I was in Cali, I had this coach, and this just made me just realize how he thought about certain athletes. No, this was after Michael Vick was a freshman. He had to be playing the national championship, coming back into the next year. He the front runner for the Heisman and everything. And we working out, and he said, "Can you imagine Michael Vick playing free safety?" And I said, "You want Michael Vick to play so instead of him having the ball in his hand all the time, you wanted it just had me flabbergasted. That's how they thought though.
I can see him getting interceptions though.
But you want him to play. You rather him play free safety or you rather him play quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how they thought about him. He's the things he was doing wasn't what they wanted. It didn't equate wins.
I can't see him play no free safety. I'm sorry, but I can't do it.
Yeah, it was the craziest thing.
That's just like that's just like saying that Dominican Sue being a wide receiver.
Damn near.
I want to add one to the list. Cam Newton.
Cam Newton was a specimen, a true specimen, a dog. He wears some crazy hats and stuff.
Literally.
But Cam Newton was a dog, and it was good.
That time they went to the Super Bowl and they lost, I felt like his team just wasn't. He was the only one out there trying.
They just wasn't the better team that day.
Oh,
I
love sports, but I'm one of those people who sometimes believes in the Vegas call. That's me though. If you don't want to have that conversation, we don't got to go there. And I feel like that whole game, everybody on his team got the call, but him. He was out there trying, but that's me though.
A Vegas call could possibly happen, but there's no way nobody's going to interfere with me the way I train all year round and busting my ass. Like, a call is not going to make me lose a game.
Can I mention this while we're on that subject?
Yeah.
This past season, as being a fellow Michigander I seen the interview they did with Coach Sherm Moore and the running back, can't think of his name right now.
Last year, Blake Corum.
Not Blake Corum. This past season. Yeah, he had the locks. I don't know why his name slipped my mind. Donovan Edwards. Yeah. So they were sitting side by side just like me and him. Mm-hmm. And they asked him about the loss because it was a game they lost. And he said, "What do you think about the game you lost?" So when he said that, y'all can go look this up. He said, "I don't know. Maybe somebody got a call from Vegas." As soon as he said that, Coach Sherm Moore gave him the look like, "Be quiet."
I had to look that one up.
Yeah, look that one up. It's not popular, but if you can, you got to find it on the back end. But Sherm Moore gave him the look like, "What are you doing?"
I don't know. What game they lose? Who they play?
I can't remember. I want to say it was against Illinois.
I mean, Illinois was good this year. Michigan just wasn't that good this year.
We know why, but I'm just saying.
Michigan what?
I just think that if we beat Ohio State.
Okay.
Wolverines, they wasn't.
I don't know why I thought.
Yeah, if we beat Ohio State, we could have beat Illinois. That's just my personal opinion.
Yes and no. Like, again, any given Saturday a team can win. Who knows what their game plan was that week? You know what I'm saying? And the reason why they beat Ohio State is Ohio State played into Michigan hands. They try to be physical, and
you can't do that.
Not with that team defensively. And if Ohio State would have threw the ball like they was known for, they probably would have won that game.
But they didn't.
Yeah.
Go Blue.
Yeah, Ryan Day blew that one.
Now I do 3 more people. Deion Sanders.
Man, great. I love what he's doing now, man. Just being a leader of men, on and off the field, the things he's doing for them, the guys that had kids, in college. You know, he gave him a bank account. You know what I'm saying, with money already in there for their kids and stuff like that. So just man, he just continued being great. He was a great player. Now he's being a great coach, like on and off the field.
It's kind of off topic, but how do you feel about that moment when his kids on the field try to reunite him with his ex?
I don't think that was what they was trying to do, but
Or a
nah, I
family
ain't
moment
doing
or something
yeah,
like.
nah. I mean, hey, she probably crazy. Hey, everybody got that crazy ex. You
Probably.
ain't trying to be nowhere near.
I gotta constantly mention this when it comes to that relationship. You know the type of hell Dion went with that woman.
I don't.
Man, go look up all the old cases. That woman put the man through hell.
I can imagine.
I mean, try to isolate him away from his children. Look, if it weren't for Dion, I don't know where them boys would be right now.
Right.
Because she tried to isolate him, put him through the court system, all that stuff. Oh. That woman was something else.
Oh yeah. So I don't want to be a part of that. Bad negative energy. I don't want that. Especially I worked so hard to get away from it.
The way he juked out the way, that let you know.
He slid off to the
But
side.
it was smooth though. Like
he felt that energy.
He did that before.
it was smooth though. Like he walked them, and then when she came, it was like he passed them to her, and he kept going about his business.
He said no, get out my face.
Slick. Aaron Hernandez.
Wow.
Oh wow.
It's an evil world we live in.
But Aaron Hernandez?
Yeah, you know Aaron Hernandez.
I mean, I know.
Like
I know, but
We know the story behind
but again, allegedly, well, no, not even allegedly. After he did what he did to himself, he was acquitted. So he never really had to do that. He did it so his daughter could still get the money in the contract. But he is acquitted.
I did hear of something like that.
Yeah.
Man,
we could just talk about him as a specimen or
a great
all.
athlete.
Yeah.
I hate he did what he did to himself. I hate he had to. If that was the reason why he did it, I hate he had to do that. You know what I'm saying, to secure a bag for his daughter. But it's just decisions he made. That's one of those nobody told him no.
Do you think
type things?
Okay. Do you think it's a lot of athletes who live two lives like that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Young athletes, they grow up in the hood.
You know,
So they gotta. I ain't gonna say they have to, but they're around it. So if I'm growing up, but how it was in the back in the day, we had our thugs, our gang bangers, our drug dealers. For us, they was like man, go on to school. No, they make sure we got to school,
That's true.
no problem and stuff like that. Now it's kind of like no, you gotta be with us for us to protect you.
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Like you got to check in.
Yeah, like you got to be with us.
But back then, they wouldn't bother you at all. Oh,
No,
he in the
yeah,
sports, leave him alone.
Yeah, he the athlete.
Yeah.
But now, it's kind of like, no, you got to be down with us because you know what I'm saying, we go protect you, we go do this, we go do that. So it's nobody. So now that's power.
So
I'm this big athlete. You know what I'm saying? I got all the girls, and now I got all this muscle. So now they starting to feel themselves. You know what I'm saying? On the field, off the field.
go ahead.
Not to cut you off, I got two more people that piggyback on what you just said. Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter.
I was gonna say that. That was my last one.
Yeah,
Go ahead. You good?
My fault.
Travis Hunter is I ain't gonna say a once in a lifetime type athlete, but he's something like that. And I believe he's handling his success the best way he can. He's in the camera every day, and like people can't wait for something to happen for people like him, and to point him in a negative light, and like to have that type of fame at a young age, that type of money, and do the things he's doing is I clap my hands for him, congratulating him. He's doing the best he can.
Now, as a coach, as we were just talking about Aaron Hernandez or even Travis Hunter, if you see people not right for your player, like, man, your friends is always trying to get you off into something that can get you some time behind bars, or your girl really ain't riding with you, is that your place?
Yeah, depending on the relationship you have.
And if you're trying to get them to the next level, like,
yeah.
man.
So
who would you confront directly, the girl or and his friends, or just the player?
I got to confront the player. That's the only person I can talk to. That's the person I got the relationship with. And most coaches in our environment, in our community, our kids our players is something like our kids. Like they like my sons.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I love them the same as my own son. You know, I'm giving them advice. I'm their head coach. I'm their mentor. I'm their role model. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm talking to them. So if I see something that's not right for them, I'm not doing them no justice by telling them. You know what I'm saying? By informing them what's going on. If I can correct you on the field, I should be able to correct you off the field.
Mm-hmm.
And I was getting ready to ask you, so that way it wouldn't be an awkward situation if they have like a girl problem
Nah.
to come to them and tell them, look here, man.
Yeah, like man, hey, this girl getting you in trouble. And like we could tell, like our kids be having little girlfriends and stuff, man, and we can tell when they broke up with their girlfriend.
Right.
Because they just having horrible practice, they having horrible days, they getting in trouble in school. And we like, man, what's wrong with you? Nothing, coach, I'm straight. Like, man, you and that girl still together? No, coach, man. Like, man, that's your problem right there.
You don't tell them to take that energy and fuel it into a harder hit or a hard or better
Man,
pass.
First of all, I ain't gonna lie. I tell them don't have a girlfriend at all. And it's kind of hard to tell them that, they hormones going, puberty and all that
friends.
stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not. I tell them y'all not old enough to have a girl. And I ain't when I say it to them like that, they thinking the sex part. Like, oh, I'm ready to have sex. No, you're not. Like, you can go and have sex, but it's the stuff that comes after the sex that you're not ready for.
And you tell them the right, but like bro was over here saying, if you like a 16, 15, raging hormones, you strong and powerful.
It's hard.
That's gonna be a challenge.
It's hard, but I still got to do my part and tell them, what I'm saying, you're not ready for that. You're not ready to have a baby. Mm-hmm. You ain't ready for no STD that's gonna come with it. You're not ready for when she break up with you because you think you in love. Now you ready, and now you see her talking to somebody. Now you want to go fight this guy over. You're not ready for all that stuff.
Or even your own teammates trying to slide on her because that's something don't get spoke about.
That thing. So no, you're not ready for that. So I at least have to do my due diligence and be like, man, let me correct you off. This is not good for you. Them guys you hang with is not good for you. Because we got this saying, we said, show me your friends, I'm going to show you your future.
That's true. That's true.
That's dead true because y'all got the same stuff in common. So if you playing football and your friends not playing football, so now they go pull you away from that.
Or you can probably pull them up, but that's a tug of war you don't got to have.
Yeah. But if the majority of them not doing it and you're doing it, guess which way you go lean to. Or when they ready to skip school or, not go to class, go smoke or whatever, they go pull you.
And when you think about it, it goes back to that saying, the birds of a feather flock together.
Right.
Because if you over here doing the routes, putting in the workout, going to class, and you got another group of people that's not doing the same thing as you, it's not going to, either you're going to, like you said, it's going to pull you up, pull them up, or they're going to pull you down.
Right. Yeah, most definitely. Like, great story. We got, we had this one kid, his friends was playing football. So he joined the football team just to hang with his friends. Now, as we got to knowing, we learned that both his parents was in jail for life. So he never thought about playing football. He just joined because his friends was playing. As we got to know him, we learned that both his parents doing life in jail, separate times. Like I think his mother went first, and then his father went, and he ended up having to live with his father's girlfriend. Like, so this ain't, so this lady took him in, this ain't really my son. So, she giving him the basic love and stuff like that. Long story short, he ended up becoming a good football player and ended up getting a Division I scholarship. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say he just graduated this past year with his master's.
Oh, this is a recent story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when we first got there, like this is like one of the first kids we got.
Okay.
And he joined the team because his friends was playing.
So what position was he in?
I think we taught him how to play tackle.
Okay.
He was like 6'6".
Oh, you're perfect size.
Yeah, but he was a skinny dude. But he did everything we asked him to do because it started off by being with his friends. This is where my friends at. This is where I want to be. I ain't got nowhere else to go. I don't want to be in the streets. I'm gonna go where they go.
Right.
Proud. I like stories.
He ended up loving the sport. You know what I'm saying? Found a position he liked. He started working out.
Just imagine if he would have got into football sooner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But both his parents doing life in prison, so he just trying to get by.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to tell the story in reverse because we're so used to seeing it come out negatively too.
Right.
And you rarely hear those type of stories about joining my friends, football, and them being a success.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I do it, man. I love them type of stories. I just want to change young men's lives.
And we got to give you a hand clap for that. We got to give you a hand clap for that. And I will be the first one to say we need more people like you in the communities because these young men and young women, but for right now, the young men, they don't have too much guidance now.
Yeah, they need guidance.
It's deep out here, man. And the way social media is now, man, we got YouTubers raising our kids because they can just click away with the phone.
They can feel they can relate more.
Yeah, no, they can see anything they want to see nowadays.
Now, I do want to ask you, going back to you being a quarterback in high school, the games you won, how was that experience when you went back to school? Do they announce it on the PA, and how was just everything?
Yeah, they announced the scores, like, Chassis won, such and such score, such and such did this, did that. Of course, we got our name in the paper on Saturdays. So that
School
was
paper or
school. No, the Detroit News.
the actual?
Yeah.
Okay.
Detroit News.
In
Free
the sports
press.
section, huh?
Yeah.
You still got the clippings?
Nope. But it is
Archive.
it is an archive. You can go and you can pull up all your clips. You know what I'm saying? Your name being mentioned and stuff like that. So
as far as the attention from the other students and teachers,
um,
if you remember,
we got our little attention. Winning. It wasn't nothing major. It wasn't even that. We had maybe 700 kids in our school, and Chassis. We had a mix. Like we had it was blacks, it was some whites, Chinese, Arabs, Lithuanians. Like we had some of everything in our school. You know what I'm saying? So the attention was. I couldn't say. I would say it's normal. But it probably was something something a little bit more. Yeah, it was normal. Like I said, I always played sports. You know what I'm saying? I always one of the top athletes in the school wherever I was at.
are you a person who thrives off of attention, or are you just like?
No, I'm not. I just like being around my friends, talking, laughing with them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta be in the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? I don't need all
So
that.
basically, you just live the whole high school and college experience when it comes to the football games, huh?
Yeah, basically.
Now, can I ask you a question? I want you, like we see it in movies, we see it in television shows, but let's say for high school, could you walk us through a day where the whole day of getting prepared for a football game when you're in high school?
Dependent. So back in the day, we had day games and we had night games. A day game, we go to our first 4 classes, and then they'll let us out. We'll go get something to eat. We come back, start getting taped up and everything, getting dressed, go warm up, go through our little game adjustments and everything. Then we hop on the bus and go wherever we going. So when we played that, we didn't have a home field. They took our home field before we even got there, so we didn't have a home field. So we always had to get on the bus and go to a game. So we get on the bus. Coach tell us shut up, don't say nothing. Focus on the game, whatever. And then just that adrenaline get the pumping. Like the closer you get to the field, the more you start getting excited. You know what I'm saying? You get that adrenaline pumping. And then, once we got there, we have a little chant getting off the bus, you know what I'm saying, get hype and everything like that. So, I think night games was a little bit more amped during school because it was a big game. Like back then, it was only one night game, you know what I'm saying? It was the game of the week, so it'd be a big game. So we hyped, I don't even think we was going to class. We in the locker room all day, man, talk about what we about to do, you know what I'm saying? Go get something to eat, then do everything else. But them night games was epic.
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, definitely. And it was at King. So so everybody else, they play early. They played at 4. So by the time they game is over, everybody rushing to get to King. You know what I'm saying? Watch the night game. So you go see all type of girls from everywhere.
Oh,
it was
man. Now, what's the feeling when you win that big game? What's that?
Man, it's a sense of accomplishment. I tell kids now, man, the only time you have fun in football is when you winning.
I don't know if I can agree with that.
Practice not fun. Waking up at 4 in the morning ain't fun. Lifting weights ain't fun. Like
Just
the
being away
drills
from
ain't
your
fun.
family is fun.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
Being away from the
No.
daily.
No. So it's not fun, but it's a sense of accomplishment when you
No.
do it. But doing like in the midst of that moment, it's not fun.
What you're saying is hard work pays off.
Yeah.
Hard work pays off.
So you can be proud of that, but the only time you're having fun
You're
is
fun.
winning.
Now let me ask you this: as far as winning, because I used to play sports. You know when y'all got to stand in the line and slap hands.
Uh huh.
Anybody ever had spit on their hand?
Nah, no.
Man, that
Nah,
It was-
I ain't never witnessed nothing like
man,
that.
like you just
Wait a
go
minute.
down the line and you're like, what the?
Wait a minute. Did that happen to
That
you?
happened to me more than once.
Whoa, hold on. That really
Wow.
happened to you?
I was a kid though. I was like 4th, 5th grade playing. But that happens though. Some kids and they just walk down.
Wait, you know what? I had gloves on, so who knows?
Okay, you probably don't. Okay.
Who knows, man? I ain't never witnessed that.
Excuse me while I press this button.
It's an evil world we live in.
Now I do want to know. Speaking on bench pressing in high school and in college, what's your PB? Personal best, y'all.
I think I got to I want to say 405 bench
Dang,
press.
oh, you up there?
Impressive.
That's high school.
Nah, I didn't lift weights in high school.
Oh, okay. So you don't know. Okay.
I was like, I don't need to lift weights. I'm good. Like I
no
never,
push-ups, none of that?
Never. Like I was just good.
Are you just natural? That's all natural physique when you
No,
first was-
but yeah. So when I graduated from high school, I was like 160, 165.
but it was solid though.
I guess I don't know. I don't even remember. But like when I got in college, now especially when I went to Cali, I was like, shit, these motherfuckers are big as hell.
Right.
Like my first year of playing, we had two tailbacks. It was a guy named Jeremy Skaggs. He was a ex-Marine sniper, and he just came back to go to school. He was like 225, 230.
How tall was he?
Like probably about 5'11". And then we had this other tailback. His name was Talamoni, and he looked like The Rock.
Talamoni.
He was from the islands, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's from the islands. He looked like The Rock, and he was about 240, 245, like 6'1". And I had to hit these guys in practice,
How you gonna do that? Like,
and we couldn't chop them. So I was like, I was hitting them, but that shit was hurting.
You got to go low. I heard.
Yeah, but I couldn't. We in practice. You got to stay up top.
Yeah.
So I had to this is what college is like.
Right.
And that back then, everybody ran the ball, so all running backs were big. Wasn't no such thing as little running backs.
So let me ask you this: even with that particular type of world that you're introduced in now, how did you bulk up? Like get size on you?
Man, I bought everything. I bought the proteins. I started eating more, and I lived in the weight room. During that season, going in that season, and going to the off season, I lived in the weight room.
How long it take you to bulk up?
2 months. I know when I left school. I mean, when I went to school, when I left high school, I was 160. When I came home for that winter, I was 190.
Dang. So was that the heaviest you ever were?
Nah, the heaviest is now. No, playing wise, in college, I think when I got to Wayne State, I was at maybe 205.
205.
Yeah.
So the whole saying of bigger, faster, stronger still exists.
Yeah, most definitely. Speed kills, and strength get you wherever you want to go. You know what I'm saying? Get you through things. You know what I'm saying? Like you overpower people. And of course, lifting weights is your muscle is your armor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That keeps you healthy. You know what I'm saying? When you take all those bumps and bruises, all those hits, you know what I'm saying? Protect your bones and stuff like that. So you want to be as muscular as possible. You know what I'm saying?
Now I did hear in certain articles, they said back when they had leather helmets and the gear really wasn't shit. If we're gonna talk like that,
Right.
people wasn't hitting as hard. So do you believe it's a truth to that? Like people wasn't really getting CT and stuff like that back then because they wasn't leading with their heads.
Probably. I don't. They probably were a little bit more safer because they didn't want to collide heads, so they probably moved their head to the side,
To the
and stuff
side,
like
yeah.
that.
But when you got the helmet, it's like you feel invincible.
Yeah, and that just comes with more data. You know what I'm saying, and how to do stuff and how not to do stuff. So football is always trying to get better in safety and stuff like that.
We were talking about yesterday about how hard those hits used to be back in the day before they came up with any type of regulation.
Yeah,
We seen how sometimes the wide receiver would get hit in mid catch,
Yeah,
get
like-
laid out.
yeah, and even crackbacks. You know, when you don't
Crackbacks?
see, when you don't see somebody coming.
Oh, I know what you're
No,
talking
so
about.
you running trying to chase somebody and just blindside.
The
You like,
blindside,
yeah, like those. You know, I got a couple of those. Like, man,
I want to say LT was the greatest at that.
the crackbacks. Yeah, especially you know what I'm saying when you a certain position and you always getting hit, and then now like it kind of reverses, and now it's your opportunity to get like hit somebody. Like you go let them feel it. Like you go take advantage of that.
Yeah,
You
my
know what I'm
turn
saying?
now.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a gladiator sport. It's a dangerous sport, and I'm kind of glad they took out some of that stuff. I mean, it's nice to see, but not when it's you or your loved one or your teammate. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see that for them.
Now,
No, go ahead.
now I do want to ask. I got like 4 subjects. I want to ask about flags and fines and how you feel about it. First one would be like the dress code. You know, outside of before the game, after the game. How do you
Talking about dress code coming into the game.
into the game? Like the suits, or how do you feel like it should be a dress code?
Not necessarily. You know, that's the Allen Iverson rule.
Yeah, it
You know
really
what I'm
is.
saying? But they want to look more professional. So
But they coming in with suitcases. What you
you
got in a
gotta
suitcase?
you gotta look at it in like from 2 perspectives. You know, you got the player perspective. No, why I can't come in how I want to come in. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming in to work. This ain't what I'm playing in. I'm just coming in to get ready, dress. You know what I'm saying? Get dressed. But and from a league stand, it's you wanna paint a picture of the the guys that's coming in and represent you. You know what I'm saying? So you want that dress code. And in certain companies they got dress codes. You
Now
know what I'm saying?
you do got NBA. A lot of their coaches will wear suits.
Right.
NFL they dress down.
Right.
How do you feel about that? Just the way the coaches dress, also.
Well, no, the NBA don't dress in suits no more.
Oh, they don't?
No.
I don't watch it. So
Yeah,
I really
if
don't.
you pay attention, they don't dress. They stopped that COVID. They stopped that.
So what do they wear
during
now?
So they just wear like they wear like a jacket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Casual.
A team jacket.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Some khakis maybe or something like that. But like the suits and stuff, they don't wear it.
I never
no
knew why they started it. Like y'all role is more athletic.
more.
Athletic.
I don't know. I guess it's just no. I don't know. I guess it's more just you coming to work. So you being more business.
Now I think about it, not to cut you off, sorry, but you know where I think that really came from? I think that came from NFL back in the day when you see people like Vince Lombardi, and you seen the coach from down in Dallas. Can't think of his name.
Tom Landry.
Tom Landry. He used to wear a suit and a hat, be sugar sharp. Same thing with Vince Lombardi.
Okay.
That possibly where it might have came from.
I mean, I don't. In NFL, I don't think they don't have a dress code for coaches. So you can wear a suit if you want to.
I think you could, most of them wear collar shirts and
And
No,
a
they
hoodie.
in.
well, depending on the weather too.
Yeah, no, they in like some. They probably in some khaki pants or whatever, and they got a sweatshirt, some with a team logo. But you got to think, you moving around, you running up and down the field, you just high five and all. You don't wear no suit doing that. I mean, you can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I always said, so my first head coach, Coach Young, he used to wear suits in Little League for our games. Like, this first time I seen it. Like, I'm 8 years old, and I seen him, just like during the day, like early in the day, he just walking around doing whatever. And then come game time, man, he came out in a suit, fresh in the mud. And I was like, damn, that's sweet.
That made you feel a type
Yeah,
of
it's like this, I'm on a business trip. Like I'm about to go out here and handle business. And that's what made me like,
play.
okay, like we about to do that. So I always said, like my first game as a head coach, I wanted to come out in a suit.
So in your position right now, how do you dress? You know, I know obviously you don't dress in the suit.
And I dress comfortable as possible, man. I got on some sweatpants and a dry fit team shirt because I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing I'm gonna bust out of, and I gotta run to the
Right.
I gotta run to the locker room and change. So I'm comfortable. Because I'm amped with the kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm running up and down the field. We jumping, high five. We doing all that.
Now, has a play that ever made its way out of bounds collided with you? Like you just standing there and the player's just
Nah, because I'm always paying attention.
just
So
like, no,
yeah,
okay.
so I catch a kid though, like I you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
catch him like that, but not like got blindsided, clipped or anything like that. No, because I'm always focused on the game.
okay. Now we still talking about flags and fines, roughing the passer.
Ooh, man, you can't even touch quarterbacks nowadays.
Nah,
Like,
some of them. You remember Mike Vick, Cam Newton? It feel like some of them y'all can't touch. Other ones
Yeah.
they let people through.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think the Cam Newton rule was kind of like the Shaq rule.
I can't remember what Shaq.
Like remember,
foul him?
yeah, remember how Shaq used to just get pounded,
Yeah.
like, and some calls wouldn't be called, and it's like because he's so big, like they're like, oh, you could take it, you know what I'm saying?
Which ain't fair.
Man,
Like,
that ain't
yeah.
fair. How you
Like,
just-
come on.
because you
But
big,
if you go and look at the games, no, he getting like they trying their best,
Yeah.
but it doesn't look like much because he's so big.
but them players
but-
ain't small either.
Yeah, but
they ain't little. Yeah.
But they ain't little, but then look how small they look to him.
Right,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's like they hitting him, whatever. You know, he's still going up making the plays. Like he taking a pounding, and there's no foul being called.
Yeah, like you can't be doing that.
And then so now, like Cam Newton is 6'5", like 250 pounds.
Solid muscle.
Yeah, that's a big guy. So the hit he would take, you know what I'm saying, it would be something more like a hit that what the power it would take to hit him would be something totally different that it would take to hit, say, a Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I gotta run 100 miles an hour, you know what I'm saying, to get a great hit on Cam Newton for him to fall. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady, if I hit him 100 miles, he go die.
I was getting ready to ask you about that Tom Brady. Now I want to say when he got in the league, a lot of rule changed for him too. Do you think so?
Yeah, I mean you got to think the quarterback is the moneymaker. So
can't touch him though.
yeah, so if they get hurt, who's Tom Brady backup?
You supposed to. Every team got 3 though.
But who's the backup?
You can't name him.
Can't. Yeah. But
So if you can't name him, you ain't coming to see him. So
They already there.
So
They
now,
already there.
But I'm not. But I ain't coming to that game.
no, I'm saying, but if you're already in a game, he get injured first quarter.
No, I'm saying
or
that
he's just
game.
out.
That game, I'm already there. But if he's out for the rest of the season,
No, I'm saying, but that game, if he do get injured, the next 3 quarters, the second string or third string just start shining, you might show up to that next game like, who is this new guy?
Not like that.
that's a big mic. You a backup.
You-
You're a backup
you-
for a reason.
Because look at it like this. This is not like the movie Any Given Sunday where you got Willie Beeman coming in.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's not like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
back on flags and fines. Touchdown celebration.
They kind of light with it now.
There was a time where you couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, that was when they was called the Not So Fun League or something like that. They're a little bit more generous with it now. I don't have a problem with celebrating touchdowns as long as you celebrating with your teammates and stuff like that. I think it's at a point, especially like in this, in the lower level, is sometimes uncalled for.
What about the U? Back when they had the Miami Hurricanes when they were winning, they used to have way crazy celebrations.
Yeah, that was just their swag though. That was them. That was natural. And that's my thing. I don't have a problem with a celebration when it's natural. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's who I am, I'm this flashy guy. Like Dion, that's his thing.
Yeah,
Thing.
high step. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jamal Anderson had the dirty bird. You
I
know what I'm
think
saying?
somebody this past season, his celebration was like a gun gesture. They fined him like almost $1 million. It was a bunch of money he got fined.
I know Gilbert Arenas did that one time. He got in trouble for it.
So, sexual and violent, I get it, but just overall, do you think it should be allowed or?
Yeah, it should be
keep it
allowed.
Okay.
As long as I'm celebrating my teammates, I'm not antagonizing the opponent. You know what I'm saying? Let me celebrate. I work it, man. It's hard as fuck to score a touchdown.
I can't remember dude name.
It's hard.
I can't remember dude name. After every touchdown, he went to the center of the field and he started like putting his cleats on their logo in the center of the field.
I don't think nobody did that on the regular. I do know
That-
Terrell Owens did that when he was with the 49ers.
It might have.
When he was celebrating, he put his cleats in the feet.
No, he
ran to the center logo and
yeah,
it
no,
just like.
he scored a touchdown. He ran to the logo. He
Oh, I know.
did like this.
Yeah, and the dude came up and tackled him.
I remember that.
And then remember Emmitt Smith came. Emmitt Smith scored.
Uh-huh.
And he ran to the logo like, no, this is my crib. Like, don't disrespect me. Then Terrell Owens scored again.
Then somebody tried to tackle him.
Yeah, somebody knocked him off. So
that's when the game was fun.
yeah, and I'm not even mad at Terrell about that. Like, if you don't want me to celebrate, don't let me score.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me celebrate my accomplishment.
Now, I'm sorry. Where are you?
Go ahead.
Now, this last one, I actually just heard about it this season. I want to say in the Super Bowl. If you pour Gatorade too soon, before the 2-minute mark, that's a fine.
How is that a fine?
I never heard that one.
Because I want to say in the Super Bowl, they poured the Gatorade too soon on the coach. They poured it like 2 minutes, 30 seconds. And then they said the guy who just poured it, he getting a fine now.
What's the fine? That's what I don't
It's
understand.
just, you can only do it after a 2-minute mark.
What?
I guess because it's enough time for the other team to probably come back.
No.
What?
No. It got to be something else. It got to be like it had to be a promotional thing that they wasn't ready for, and so you just cost us some money, so now we got to fine you for it. But I never heard that one though.
No, I just heard in this Super Bowl they poured it on them too soon, I peeped it.
You about to look that one up? Go ahead, man.
I gotta get to the
When I was
bottom of
watching the
this.
Super Bowl, I was like, wait, did anybody just catch that? They talking about they fining them for pouring the Gatorade too soon. I'm like, I didn't.
Y'all wait right there. I'm about to.
Yeah, I never heard that one.
Man, that's wild.
But while I'm looking this up, I also got a question. You done with that?
No, yeah, I'm done with that list.
Who's your favorite teams, college and professional?
I'm a home guy. Lions, Michigan Wolverines all day.
Logos. What's the best logo?
Best sports
Wolverines.
logo?
NFL.
Best NFL logo.
I'm a Raiders man. They just look good to me.
I don't know. Lions. Like I'm
Still Lions.
Yeah, like
Shout out to the Lions.
yeah, for sure.
Now, I did want to know your best football movie and worst football movie.
Ooh, best football movie for sure, hands down, is The Program.
I don't think I ever saw it.
That's the movie I was looking at. We were talking about that last night, the one with Omar Epps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
called The Program.
Yes.
That was the movie.
I didn't know what y'all was talking about yesterday.
Yes.
That was called The Pro. I was trying to think for that movie to save my
I'm gonna
life. I
look that
couldn't
up.
think.
I might have to-
It's called The
Yes.
Pro. It's a hell of a movie.
Yeah.
Hell of a
The
movie.
Program. It got Halle Berry in there. Omar
Halle
Epps.
Berry, yup.
93.
Yep. That's a good year.
Okay, coming back to what we were talking about, the Gatorade conversation. I'm not saying anything about anybody getting fined for throwing Gatorade on too soon. Now, there is a fine if you throw Gatorade onto the field. There's a fine for that.
So you got to do it on the sideline.
You got to do it on the sidelines, which makes sense because we want Gatorade all over the damn field.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen anything about
Throwing it too early.
I could have sworn they said that
now.
when I was watching the Super Bowl or one of them games.
Now I would say this. This don't really count because it's the New York. Well, actually it does. The New York Post. It says Gatorade banned and fined $300K for bad mouthing water, but that's back in 2017, so that really don't count. But as far as the other thing, I don't see anything.
I ain't never seen that one.
But back to the program. The program is go watch it. It's a classic football movie.
Man,
Classic.
It got all type of classic scenes. The story telling everything. That's a classic by far.
Yeah. And another thing about the program is they had a lot of the most famous people before they actually got famous.
Yeah.
And that's when they really had raw talent.
Yeah.
You really had to show the acting and football in that movie.
Yeah, like that was good. The best part was Latimer, the white boy that was on steroids.
I remember that.
What?
I'm not, it's coming back to me
Oh,
now.
still the program?
He was on steroids and he saw his name on the starting depth chart, and he goes and he started busting out the windows and stuff. Like that's not the busting out the windows part, but that's a great feeling to go see your depth chart and see you starting. You know what I'm saying?
And just go crazy like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
Now, it's another movie back in the day. I think it was with Goldie Hawn. What they called The Wildcats?
yeah.
What do you think about that movie?
It was all right. I kind of think that was like before my time. Like
That was back in the 80s, I would say that.
that was. But I think I watched it or something. It was good, but nothing like the program. You got your Varsity Blues.
Varsity Blues, that's another good one.
Any Given Sunday
Of course.
was good.
Any more?
You want to laugh? Little Giants, Waterboy.
The Waterboy is a good
I love
football.
Waterboy.
I don't care. Hey, I will bring this story up all the time. I was at a sneaker convention down in Cobo. I don't care what anybody say. Somebody had the old school Bourbon Bowl Classic Waterboy jersey. So I bought it. It's at my house right now and it's on the wall.
I would have too.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
I just
That's
need
a
Adam
classic
Sandler
movie.
sign.
That's one of the movies you will watch anytime it come on.
What's the matter with your boy? You stupid.
Yeah, my mama said that.
We gotta add some of them buttons, man.
My mama said that. Adam Sandler, I think that's in your top 3 best movies of all time.
Yeah, it was up there.
Yeah. But
Actually, I don't know. It's hard. He got good movies.
he got great movies.
So did you say the worst one?
Worst football movie. I can't think of a movie.
If you can't think,
I can't think of one either.
what did you think about man, what's the one with Jamie Foxx and LL? We were just talking about.
That's
He
Any
just
Given
said
Sunday.
Oh yeah, you did just say that.
That was
Okay.
good. I could say a movie I didn't really care for. Like I didn't really care for The Blind Side.
A lot of people.
A lot of people didn't. Yeah.
Like I didn't really care for that. And I then like after seeing his interview or whatever, what he said, how they portrayed him. You know what I'm saying?
He
that
said
was
he
really-
said that none of man.
Yeah. So
He said that family just took advantage.
Yeah. So I didn't.
You ain't get no bread?
That movie. Yeah.
What about the long shots with Ice Cube?
The long.
He played a football coach.
Oh, with
Lyndon
Keke
Brown.
Palmer.
Yeah, with Keke Palmer, yeah.
Yeah. That was one of those feel good movies. I don't think I ain't gonna say I hated it or nothing like that, but I didn't really care for it. I
Gridiron
watched
Gang.
it. Gridiron Gang was good. I like that.
I
That was a true story.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
that was a true story. I don't know how true and stuff, but I liked it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what football can do. Football can bring people together.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I like that movie.
Now I'm gonna go back real quick to a movie a lot of people looked over, The Last Boy Scout with Damon Wayans and Bruce Willis.
So I remember that movie. I was real young when it came out, and was it? It wasn't all about football though, was it?
It wasn't. It was an action movie.
I know they had the football scene when he was
scene,
running
yeah.
down the field and he's shooting everybody.
Yeah,
I mean that was so fictional.
Man, I'm seeing that they were fined. A few people on TikTok, maybe it's false, saying those players was fined because it was before the 3 minutes.
I didn't want to play the video because I didn't want
Yeah, we don't want to. But some people saying they not fined. Some people saying it's just it's not a good look to do it before 3 minutes because there's plenty of time to come back.
They had no chance of coming back.
It was 20 to 40 around the 3 minute mark. That's a lot of touchdowns though. But
Yeah, that game was over. When they dumped that man, it was over.
I've seen games though they dump it and the other team do come back though. It's happened like twice in NFL history. Somebody make a YouTube video of that.
because
I don't recall nobody like because when you dumping the coach, you know the game is over. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Especially if I'm up by 3 touchdowns, there's 3 minutes left, and that's
I believe, from my memory, unless I'm in a different universe, it says I've seen 2 games where they dumped it and the other team came back.
I'm a Google.
Excuse me.
I'm a Google.
Excuse me, boy, bro.
I'll be
This is the
right.
research episode.
Excuse me.
I've seen
Like,
2,
to dump somebody and they lose.
and they now I'm wet for nothing. My
I-
woman not even here.
I think they'll show that more often.
That's
That'd be the worst.
So how do you feel about like
Worst
super
ball team.
athletic people like what's his name? The dude, he ran a touchdown and ended up flipping over the dude. Or even this past season where the dude was I know these people's name, I can't think. He turned around and he jumped. The dude tried to tackle him from the back and he like jumped over him.
Oh, when Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley, that's his name.
He did the man. That's just an exceptional athlete, man.
Yeah.
And the bad thing is, kids started trying to do that, on purpose.
You remember
and
the and1? It's like the and1.
Yeah, but that was just a reaction thing.
Yeah.
Like he juked the guy and like he kind of. So I tell kids, you see people work on spin moves. A spin move is a oh shit move. It's like a oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like you getting out the way and you just happen to spin. It's not nothing like you really supposed to practice. So that's all that was. Like he did something and he did like, oh shit, and he jumped over them. He jumped over.
I wish you would have
know
got
what I'm saying?
farther though, man. Because
Yeah.
once you did that move, I'm like, that deserved a touchdown.
Yeah, that's the best move ever.
Yeah.
Like that's a Jordan switch hand
Highlight,
type
yeah.
highlight.
You just broke somebody's ankles.
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel about hazing? It occurs.
I don't like it.
I'm sure. I like to think nowadays it's not as bad, but
Hey, that's why I never joined a fraternity. Like, why? Like, for me to be your boy, your man's, you gotta treat me like crap.
And I gotta be cool with you after you just put hands on me.
Yeah.
Make that make sense.
or
Yeah.
even rookie players, like because
So I don't. So minor hazing. I don't even want to call it hazing. It's like, all right, man, you the youngest dog. Go and make that.
Prove yourself,
Don't
yeah.
go make that beer run for us, or you know what I'm saying. Go get the chicken for us. You
because
know
it's
what
a
I'm saying?
video of Grant Hill. I'm sure everybody's seen it on YouTube. Grant Hill getting punked when he joined the Bulls by some of the veterans. And
You talking about Grant Hill or
I'm
you
sorry,
talking-
Michael Jordan.
not Michael Jordan. Who was with Michael Jordan? It was
No.
What?
It was Michael Jordan. It was Scottie Pippen. I said Grant Hill. I'm way off.
Say, wait, hold on, wait, hold on.
My nigga.
Hold on, wait, hold
No,
on,
that's the wrong one.
Oh, that's the wrong button.
There we go. That's something.
No, yeah, I was way off. Scottie Pippen. Y'all ever saw the video on YouTube? Scottie Pippen. They got him in the locker room, holding, little broing him, arm on him, just slapping him. Look at him. Look, just.
Yeah, see,
That might have happened to him.
But after he proved
be.
it, sometimes you just got to prove yourself.
Nah,
on that
we
phone.
not friends.
Yeah, but
You can't disrespect me and call me your friend. Like I don't. That's why I don't believe. Like they was talking about Shaq hazing. He's with the Suns. I forgot the guy, Lou Budsman or something, and they was saying he took his toothbrush and his mouthpiece and stuck it up his ass.
wait, who?
So they said like, so I guess like my man, he wasn't there yet. So they like, no, Shaq.
Something ain't right. I don't know, man.
But
Something ain't right.
so I saw this. This was who was telling the story?
That's not lighthearted.
Like Stephen Jones or something.
Okay.
Like Jones, not Stephen Jackson. I want to say he was telling the story. You know, he was like Shaq took his mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? Stuck it up his ass
and put it back for him.
Yeah, put it back. Took his toothbrush. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see
And
Shaq
say-
doing that. I'm gonna
One more
defend you,
time.
Shaq.
One more time.
Something ain't right. Shaq, you better than that. I know you are. You didn't do it.
You're gonna get your
But-
big ass.
But they said bro came. They said bro came, got his mouthpiece, got ready for the game, put his mouthpiece in, when he played the game.
He didn't notice.
He didn't know. I guess not. But like, what am I supposed to do after that? Like that is disrespect. Like that's
It's
my stuff.
disrespect.
Like don't disrespect my stuff like that. It's different ways you can haze me.
Like, yeah, be lighthearted with the haze. Don't
Yeah,
be
don't
on
disrespect
that.
me.
how
Yeah,
about
haze.
don't haze at all? Let's
Really don't. Like,
yeah, really. That's what I'm saying. Like don't disrespect
they
me.
can work.
Hey,
Like, I
don't-
understand what Kobe did. He show up to a game, get up, rookie. Yeah,
Yeah, you in my seat. I want that
Something
seat.
like that. But
That's respect.
That's-
Like my bad. You start
You didn't
playing. Let
prove
me get
yourself.
done.
Yeah,
Get the
prove-
seat. You know
like-
what I'm saying? But don't
know-
don't touch my stuff.
You know who's
don't touch me.
a good series that shows that show Winning Time of the LA Lakers. Showed
I
how
love that show.
Kareem and Magic got to the
Oh,
team.
yeah.
Kareem
I never
kinda-
saw that. I said I was gonna sit down.
It's a
and
good
watch
show.
that.
But he,
I wanted
but,
to.
to me, at least.
but according to that show, Kareem hazed Magic in a way, like go get my paper or go get my orange shoes.
paper and orange.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that.
you
That's
do it that
light.
way. Like I would do it that way. Like when we get new coaches, we got the younger coaches around.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, you gotta go get the whatever. You gotta make the run. Youngest gotta go. Youngest gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
That's hazing. That other stuff, that's bullying.
Man, I gotta press this.
I swear to God.
But you know what? Let me go back to what we were talking about the Gatorade situation.
Man.
Now somebody said right here. Now this is all alleged, but he got the video to prove it. He says the Kentucky Wildcats were playing Louisiana State University in the SEC football game. That should tell you right there how the game was expected to go. But an outman Big Blue was hanging in there against number 14 LSU with 11 seconds left on the University of Kentucky kicked the field goal to take a 30-27 lead.
I remember that game.
Yeah, by that time they said they dumped the Gatorade already on the coach, and then
Oh.
that's when UK
LSU
came back and
No,
yeah,
LSU won.
LSU won, yeah.
So that's when he threw the pass and they tipped it, and my man caught it and he took off and ran down and scored.
I'm just saying, it's games. Gatorade gets.
Yeah, you said NFL though, so I was like,
I might have
yeah.
said NFL, but I
Yeah.
just football.
And this
Yeah.
is Nick
I meant
Saban was
football.
coaching for college at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was back in 2002.
Yeah, I remember that game. I remember seeing the highlights of that game and seeing that happen.
So it has happened before.
No, it definitely happened. I thought it happened in the NFL
But
too, though.
again, like I wouldn't dump no like everybody know the game not over till it hit 0-0.
Yeah.
Like
Facts.
if it's a 1-point score, you don't do that.
And don't do it if it's cold outside. Y'all know. It's cold out, man. Don't do that. Y'all gotta just be smart.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me also ask you this. Since we're talking about all this craziness that happened in the NFL, I know you remember that one game against Alabama and Auburn. When that one kickoff, they did a punt return, and he ran it all the way back to the touchdown at, the last 5 seconds?
Yeah, I didn't think it was no time on the clock.
Yeah, but he ran it and scored the touchdown
scored.
and won. Nobody would think that would ever happen.
Yeah, so, I mean, people practice for that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think, like, when you kicking a field goal, they got all these bigger guys on the field, you know what I'm saying? And if it's a exceptional long field goal and they don't make it, and I catch it, I can return it, people practice for that. So,
But what are the odds? Well, the odds of that happening is very, very low.
but it's happening more than, I ain't gonna say it happens like a lot, but it's a possibility that can happen. You know what I'm saying? So you have to prepare for stuff like that, knowing that it can happen.
And that was a big game that day.
Yeah,
that was a
like
rivalry game.
They what they get knocked out the national championship for that game?
I can't remember, but I know that was a rivalry. That's in the same state, Auburn and Alabama.
Yeah, Auburn, Alabama is equivalent to Ohio State, Michigan.
I would say more
State.
MSU.
No,
You don't think so?
No.
So it's way bigger than what.
Yeah. MSU and Michigan is not. It's only a rivalry for them.
Says it's not a rivalry like.
Yeah, that's Michigan looks at Michigan State like little bro, like
Thanks.
for real. I mean, no disrespect. My wife went to Michigan State. No, but like I be arguing with people. Michigan State is a great school. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a middle tier. Like if people are successful at Michigan State and another school come calling, they'll leave Michigan State.
I'm sorry to laugh, but
No, like
I'm sorry.
I hope it's not looked at disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I hope they give me a job one day. But that's just, you know what I'm saying? That's like, it's if a Georgia come calling,
you're going to go to Georgia.
you gonna go to Georgia.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you at Michigan, Georgia come calling, it's like, no, I'm at Michigan.
Right. So let me ask you this. As far as let me go to the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry, the last game when they was throwing hands.
Right.
A lot of people didn't like the fact that we were planting the flag
In the
in
center,
Columbus.
yeah.
But Texas did it to us when they beat us in the first game.
Right.
So what are your feelings on that type of situation?
I mean, if you big enough to dish it out, you should be big enough to take it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if Ohio State never planted their flag anywhere, then they got the right to be mad. But if you planted your flag somewhere and now somebody come and do it to you, you can't get mad.
Right.
Gotta let it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think they just mad. They just lost. They didn't think they was gonna lose. And a lot of people, I mean, I was shocked. Like, ooh, wow,
Big upset.
like they giving us a chance.
But I called it all year. I said Michigan was going to win that game, and I was right.
Yeah, I'm not a Ryan Day fan. As long as they got Ryan Day, we will always beat them.
Now, sports betting. What you think about that?
Um,
Talking about all the new apps now. Not just going to Vegas. You got apps now.
it's gonna be a lot of people.
Parlays.
Yeah, everybody bet now. Like Mama's doing it, and so I mean, it's get your money. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do your homework. You know what I'm saying? Don't bet with your heart. You know what I'm saying? Be safe with it.
Facts.
And make sure it's money y'all don't need. Bet that.
I seen one guy, somebody on social media posted. He was like, instead of putting your money, putting that $50 on a parlay, put that $50 in the stock.
Crypto.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that hit me like, you know what, you're right. Like,
But if that parlay would have hit, then you gonna be like, motherfucker.
yeah, but man,
That's gambling. That's gambling.
I done had some parlays. I'm like, you know what? I ain't doing this no more.
Yeah.
Like I remember the Lions was playing, and like Montgomery and Gibbs, they alternate. Mm-hmm. And I think I had like Montgomery scoring the touchdown, and it was his drive. And for some reason they took him out, and they put Gibbs.
Man, I be hating when they do that. Y'all be getting on my damn nerve. Why would y'all do that?
Man, They took him out. They put Gibbs in. They ran the
man,
toss.
I be hating that.
And Gibbs scored. I say, dang.
You know what they always do too? When you bet on St. Brown, they take him out at the last damn. I'm like, he got one. Hey, let him get 10 more yards.
Yeah.
Let me fill my parlay.
Yeah.
They do it every single game. I don't know why they do that.
So
calculating.
that kind of was like, you know what? Let me put this money into some stock.
Right.
Some more, yeah.
See, this is why I don't bet. I told myself I'm not going to bet any more this year.
Yeah.
So do you do offense or defense? What do you coach?
I coach defense. Defensive coordinator, linebackers coach.
You think you could do offense or?
I could, but that's not. It'll be more stressful.
Why would you say that?
Because it's not what I'm used to doing. You know, defense. I think I got a knack for defense. I got a knack for what offense is trying to do. You know what I'm saying? By watching film and everything. I'm more of a reactor, and you know what I'm saying. I think offensively I would get ahead of myself. You know, instead of like just going with the flow of the game, I'll be want to do this, want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Show off.
Now, do you teach them the players how to tackle so it's a higher chance the ball comes out?
Yeah, we go over everything. You know, safety first. Teach them how to tackle. You know, head up. You know, head to the side. You know what I'm saying. Make sure you see what you're hitting. Once they get advanced, you know, we can teach them how to, you know, try to punch the ball out as they tackle and stuff like that. But,
what about do you also teach interception drills?
Sort of, kind of, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We throwing the ball. We do ball catching drills and stuff like that. But
because every now and then the lineman might get a ball, he just can't run. I think, you know, like picked up the fumble, got 3.
Mostly for the lineman, it'd be like a scoop and score. So you just like roll the ball on the ground or run down.
I was gonna ask, because back when I was in played, my coach taught me just dive on the ball, never try to pick it up and run, just dive on it. So I don't.
Depending if he's not successful at bending over and scooping and scoring, but I like to preach instant offense for our defense. You know what I'm saying? I want them to get in the end zone.
So, what's your favorite drill to teach? What to go over?
My favorite drill?
Nope.
Pursuit drill. No, let me see your ultimate effort. You know what I'm saying? Let's get from point A to point B. Let's see how fast we can get there. Because now that drill, it translates to the field. And seeing the defense, you know what I'm saying, run and swarm to the ball and everybody want to get in on the play, that's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? That's every, you know what I'm saying, coach's dream.
Now, I do got to ask you this. This is kind of a funny question. But you know my man Spice Adams.
Yeah.
You know he do them skits about being a football coach in high school.
Right.
Shout out to Spice Adams out there. How accurate is his depiction of being a high school coach, in your opinion?
I'm trying to remember one, but I'm pretty sure he probably spot on. You know what I'm saying? It's really emotional, man. It's really emotional, and it's kind of glorifying, you know, to see young men, young athletes, you know what I'm saying, accomplish the things that you taught them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you kind of. It's one thing to do it yourself, but like for somebody to do something you taught them, that's a proud moment. So you get excited for them, and so I'm pretty sure whatever he did, he probably was spot on.
Because one of my favorite ones, he's that old school football coach who always tells his players every time they mess up, everybody to the line.
Oh yeah, we that's how you teach team. You know, we go win together, we go lose together. There's no I. Anytime you use the word I, that's being selfish. You say, I'm tired, I don't feel like doing this. It's not about you, it's about the team. So if the man next to you can do what he's supposed to do, you should be able to do what you're supposed to do. Y'all going through the same thing together. And I think that's a military thing. You know
I agree.
What I'm saying?
Which will make sense why you see a lot of people who were in sports before they end up joining the military.
Yeah.
And they come out successful in it too.
Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Now I do want to know some college teams that you might want to be a part of as far as coaching and NFL teams. Like, do you got 3 of each?
Man, I just want to get to the next level. I'll be a part of any college team right now. That's my dream, my goal. if you ask me my dream job, of course it would be Michigan. You know, I've always been a Michigan fan ever since. You know, Ricky Powers, Tyrone Wheatley. You know, that was like my favorite. Tyrone Wheatley was my favorite running back growing up. Like, I had his rookie jersey.
Really?
I think probably me and him the only people that had that when he got drafted by the Giants. So I've always been a Michigan fan. So that would definitely be my dream job. But man, just coaching.
What do you think you could bring to a team
Um,
with the culture? Well, of course, with
just my knowledge. I think I have a different way of communicating with guys. You know, people, you know, everybody learn different, and being in the situation I'm in now, you know, I have to learn different ways to communicate with kids. You know, some kids I can tell what to do, and they can get it done. You know, some kids need to be shown, and then some kids just need basic English. Like, I have to teach kids how to speak football. You know what I'm saying? So I had to dumb it down for them, and then had to gradually start talking football to them. So I think I bring like that type of communication, of course my knowledge, and just my experience, man. Like I can coach any type of defense. You know, I can coach a 40 front and a 30. I can adjust to whatever.
Now let me ask you this: how long did it take you to really develop your coaching skills?
Man, still developing. Football is a never ending learning type of thing. When I got comfortable, like maybe like 5 years ago,
Okay.
I got like real comfortable in what I was doing. I started believing what I was doing, and that just came from winning, and you know what I'm saying, seeing the kids having success on the field.
So what's the most challenging part about coaching, would you say?
At this level, everything, man. This is the entry level to this $1 billion game. I'm at the entry level. You know, I do the most. You know, like I said, I'm a coach, mentor, therapist, Uber driver. You know, social worker, and I do it for little. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't say it's difficult, but it's what I want to do. It's my purpose. So I don't might get a little tired, you know what I'm saying, a little frustrated, whatever. But no, man, go to sleep, wake up, ready to do it all over again.
Now I do know you did say earlier you prefer your players don't be in relationships or
Yeah.
something along those lines.
Uh-huh.
I want to say 2 years ago, Deion Sanders. I'm sorry. Yeah. He had Brittany Reiner or one of them video vixens or something come to talk to the students about how us women is dogs. Yeah. We'll do this and that. Would you do that for your players?
Not in high school. They not dealing with no Brittany Reiners. You know what I'm saying? Not that. And I don't
high
really,
school, but still.
I don't like high school. I don't care if they have a girlfriend, but I just don't want them to have a girlfriend because I know they're not emotionally stable to, you know what I'm saying, handle having a girlfriend.
But that's the perfect fuel though. Like, dang, this guy, his girl just did this. He's mad. Let's put him in. Hey, that's the guy who.
But they not thinking like that.
But you, like you said, you're a therapist and you can cultivate that energy.
No,
it's still difficult.
No, because they think they in love.
That
like
puppy love.
Yeah, you know, I love this girl, and I can't believe she did me like that. And oh man,
I still feel like that's the perfect energy. Like that's the guy who did. You know, number 3 is the guy. Go after.
You ever been brokenhearted?
Yeah.
Did you feel like you wanted to do something?
Yeah. And if, in my opinion, if I had somebody saying like you know what Michael Jordan used to do, he put himself in certain mentalities. Like, oh, that's the guy who punched my mom. Nobody never hit his mom though.
But they ain't the same though. That's a different type of anger. When when somebody like she ain't do nothing to you. She not doing nothing with you no more. So you upset. You heartbroken. They think they heartbroken because they thought they was kids think they about to be together forever.
Okay, I got 2 questions to ask with that. One is, when do you think is the perfect time for them? And second of all, don't you think that it's better to get that out the way at an early age now they know what to watch out for in the future?
So when I think it's better for them is when they're able to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Where you can go to you're not keeping your girlfriend a secret, or you can introduce your mama to your girlfriend or your family, your father, whoever. You know what I'm saying? And so now it's, I ain't saying they ain't your business, but you're able to talk about your emotions, your feelings. You know what I'm saying? I think that needs to be had. Man, these conversations these kids be having, man, is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So if I know my son's in a relationship, I want him to be able to come talk to me about certain stuff, and I can put him up on game about what's going on, so he can be ready for that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And kids don't have that. We no, trial and error is not good. It's okay. Ain't my bad.
Oh, you good.
Trial and error, we all got to go through it. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have to go through it, then why? You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know. I feel like you're skipping steps though, man. Because I feel like like you said, get the heartbreak out the way young.
no, because you don't know how they gonna react.
That's true, but it's just me. I'm just a molder type of clay type. Like, oh, I got the perfect little. I'm about to mold you in this direction.
But I don't have time. Well,
I mean, you got so many.
That's
You got
something
so
else.
many.
That's something else that's added to my plate that I got to deal with when I'm trying to motivate you to have a successful life.
So how many coaches on the team?
It differs. I think this upcoming season we got maybe 12 coaches.
And the team is about what, 50 people, 40?
This year we expecting to have maybe between 40 to 50 kids. Yeah.
Now,
Okay, you might be right. It might not be enough. It might not be because it's like I can't deal with just it's.
Yeah, and man, kids overreact over everything now. Like it's you probably thinking like when we was younger, like man, she broke up with me. That's all right. I've been waiting on her over here anyway. You know what I'm saying? Or we probably had girlfriends here. You know what I'm saying? Like these kids is like falling in love. Like
I don't want to take the conversation there.
Take it there, man. Just for a quick second.
I don't want to, but
a small
and
second.
it's because like
Take it there with one
I
question.
could bring it back, and it's because like again what they exposed to.
You know what I think it
The
is?
music. Oh, I'm sorry.
The music, the social media, period, like is what they. So they think they in love. Like, oh, I want to do this for my girl, blah blah blah. So now when they heartbroken, my man, we got a big game coming up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I think what it is? I'm going to go there for a brief second.
Go ahead.
The programming. I think they're programming the boys to be other than what they are. I'm not going to say what it is. The boys to be outside of what they are potential naturally are to be, which is young men in training. The reason why I say is because when we look at players of old, they might have got hurt, they might have got this and that, but they were strong enough to take it.
Right.
I give you a good example of that. Giancarlo in the I think the '60s Olympics when they did the fist.
Mm-hmm.
He lost a lot besides money doing that. People don't know is his fiance or his wife died not too long after that.
I think she divorced him too.
One of those things. But the point is, his woman left him,
Right.
but he didn't show it, and for sure didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
Today, like you said, when it comes to today's athletes, it's the opposite.
Yeah. They taught to pour out your emotions, don't hold it in, that type of stuff. Yeah.
And that's what I mean by the programming. Their program and also their upbringing too.
Yeah.
I would say that has a lot to do with that too.
Yeah. No, we was taught to be tough and show a tough exterior back in the old days, and now it's a little bit more accepted. You know what I'm saying, to be vulnerable and stuff like that. But man, if I can avoid it, I just don't want them to do it because, and I'm not even saying like. I just suggest it. It's just a suggestion. You know what I'm saying? You don't need no girlfriend. I ain't saying don't talk to girls at all, whatever.
But you don't want to get distracted.
Yeah, just don't have a girl. Like don't talk to this girl, talk to that girl, talk to that girl. You know what I'm saying? So to protect your heart.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all. Like not just like, man, don't talk to no girls. Like just focus on football. No, I ain't preaching that. I just
I also want to say this, and I want to move on from the subject. I would say both of y'all have some good points. I would rather see the young man see the example of what can happen to you by looking at other people, what they went through when it comes to heartbreak. Because if we look at, and there's plenty of examples out there.
Yeah.
Look at Tom Brady. Look what he went through in his situation.
Yeah. He didn't care, but I feel.
Oh, good Giselle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Giselle. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, He lost a lot of his resources because of that too.
Yeah. So imagine, all right. So we had this kid. You know, he was an all-state lineman. You know, coming and going to a big game, and you know he got scouts in the stands. He played like shit, and come to find out, he broke up with his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So you just let your little girlfriend that you probably gonna get back with 2 weeks from now, you know, or whatever, or you gonna find another girl, but you just possibly ruined your future.
But that's what I'm saying as a coach. Do you feel like if you can peep that the girl probably about to leave, like, it just, even though you said just talk to the player, just be like, yo, he got a big game coming up. This guy gonna be here. Just whatever you about to probably do. I see you about to bubble up and do this to him. Just wait till after.
Nah, we ain't got that type of time.
Okay. I'm saying, but that's why the village concept kind of help. You could just talk to
That's some Saved by the Bell type
TV shit.
Yeah, we ain't even invest in their life like that. You know what I'm saying? I only know what they tell me, and we can only figure out if, you know what I'm saying, their girlfriend or somebody broke up with them by just taking a random guess. Like, we don't know until we have a shitty game.
Yeah.
Then now we gotta figure out, like, damn, bro, what's wrong?
Now you gotta.
Man, you and that girl still together? What? Nah, coach, we kind of, bro, talk. You know what I'm saying? Now we know, you know.
But if you knew prior to the game, would you have the pep talk? Been different?
I mean, I could do everything in my power, but it's all about how you feel. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? Being a young man today, ain't got to deal with the games that these young ladies are playing with these men.
Man, it's crazy.
And like you said, he's not emotionally ready to handle that. It's like his whole life is going through a roller coaster right now, ups and downs. Like, I wonder what she doing, who she talking to, what she
Is she in the stands? Who she in the stands with?
Right.
So I try to get ahead of it. Hey man, y'all not ready to have a girlfriend. Like,
I wouldn't even want to think about it.
Yeah, I'm not telling you not to talk to girls. Just don't have one girlfriend that you're about to put your all into.
Not that I can understand. I can understand that.
I definitely agree. Like, I tell them, have your fun. Don't take nobody serious. Like, you gotta get. It was a baseball player, I think. He waited till his career was over, then he started settled down.
I can imagine.
It was somebody. It might not be baseball. It was somebody in professional sports. They waited till their career was okay. I'm out the league now. Settle.
That probably is advice from his daddy. Or
it's a good advice, but.
And I would say don't get married either. Do not put on contract, because you never know. Today she might love you, tomorrow she might, because she will leave with half.
Now, it was, I wouldn't say he was a soccer player.
I know what you're talking about.
And he put everything in his mama name.
Yeah. Smart move.
And she
was mad because she was an actress.
Angry.
She was an actress. She thought she was coming up, but now he's still going through with the divorce, and she owed him now.
Yeah, like that's
smart.
That's a hustle move.
Now let me ask you this, off topic. You never thought about taking it to the next level, going to the NFL?
Yeah, man. Any coaching job I can get where that's my career, and I can just focus 100% on coaching, and take care of my family. That's my ultimate goal.
Yeah,
like for real. So like college, if it's NFL, yeah. I mean, I would prefer to do it in college, you know, because I still want to work with young men in that perspective. But you know, if the NFL come calling, hey baby, pack your bags, we there.
Right. And I definitely agree. And if there was a team you want to play on, what team would that be?
Team I want to coach on in the NFL?
Yes.
Man, anybody. I ain't got no pickings on that. I'm wherever if I'm going to Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Hey, if Buffalo come call it, I'm at Buffalo.
Buffalo?
Buffalo.
Buffalo's not a bad team. Let me just get that out there. It's not a bad team.
Man, NFL wise, like, I mean, even college wise, like, I would go anywhere. Now, of course, if you ask my dream job, man, the Lions, like my hometown.
Up the street.
Yeah, I want to bring a parade to my city.
Facts.
Now this is my final question I got for you. Is there a difference in players that come to you from a single parent household versus a both parent household?
Yeah, it's a difference.
And what would that be?
How their emotions. You know, you could tell the kids that's kind of like brought up around their mamas, they want to argue a lot. You know what I'm saying? It takes a little bit more to, you know, I can break them in. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we don't do that back talking around here. We don't do that lip smacking. You know what I'm saying? We don't do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Kids that, you know, got a father figure, you know, they pretty much ain't doing that. It's a yes sir, no sir type thing.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that, besides that, nothing more. You know what I'm saying? They not a better athlete or nothing like that. It's just how they handle things emotionally.
It's all of
Yeah.
Now, could you coach them up to?
Yeah, most definitely. Like I said, man, you know, the kids I coach, you know what I'm saying, they not just, you know what I'm saying, my players, you know what I'm saying. I look at them as like sons.
Okay.
So, you know, and I believe, you know, what we instill in the kids, what we speak into their lives is real important. So I try to talk to them as young men. Hey, man, our theme at our school is we men around here. You know what I'm saying? So we don't do that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Now, 2 questions for yourself, because I'm running fresh out of questions. One question is for both coaching and football. If any player want to get involved in football, or any man who want to get involved in coaching, what are some of the first steps they should do in order to get into that field?
Anybody that want to get into coaching, start going to clinics.
clinics. What?
Coaching clinics, and you learn whatever you want to learn is there. Whether you want to learn a certain position, you want to learn an offense, you want to learn a defense. You know,
Is this a local thing or coaching clinic
it's
or online?
Coaching clinics is everywhere. It's on YouTube. They got Glazier clinics that come around in Michigan. They got nationwide clinics, where football clinics where they have in. I think this past year was in San Antonio. Sometimes it's in North Carolina, you know, different places like that.
Now, is this also a recruiting thing too? After the clinic,
So
do they have
the clinic you can do my bad, I keep stepping into it. The national clinic is everything. You know, coaches come recruit. Some coaches, you know, put their resumes on a board. Some people sell teaching tapes. Some people hold little sessions where they teach stuff. So that one is big, man. It be coaches from all around the world, and you learn about different colleges, you know, because it's more than just D1, Division II, Division III.
Right.
You know, it's certain JUCOs, it's certain private schools that got financial aid and they'll give to your kid. You know what I'm saying? So it's not D1 or bus. You know, it's not D2 or bus. It's a school for your kid if you actually, you know what I'm saying, do the research. No, they got they got a league where you can't be over 150 pounds, I want to say.
the coach?
No, the player.
Oh,
So it's for small players. It's called speed something.
So that's for certain positions, right?
Like they play it's like 8-man football or something, but everybody's like 150 pounds.
arena.
No, it's college football. So it's like going to clinics, like stuff like that. You learn different stuff like that.
I ain't even know
You what
that.
I'm saying?
Yeah, that's new to me.
So it's a networking thing. So if you want to get into coaching, that's the first thing you want to do.
Okay.
You get into a clinic and you learn the game. You know what I'm saying? To play the game, you know, for kids, it's different. You know, depending on what type of kids you got. Some people gradually put their kids through. You know, start off with flag. You know, some people didn't already started with their kids, so they just throw them right into tackling. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
You just want to make sure they're around the right people. You know what I'm saying? That's instilling the same values that you putting into them, and you just go from there.
Because like you said before, football is not just about sports. It's about building discipline and building young men.
Yeah, most definitely. Like you want the best for your kid on the field and off the field. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So you want guys that's gonna be mentors, that people that when you're not around, that your kid can look up to.
Yeah, I did want to know. I did have one more final question. How do you feel about the kids growing up now playing flag football? You think it's making them too soft?
No, I think it's making them. I keep doing it. I think flag football is making their feet better. You know what I'm saying? No,
The juking and all
yeah,
that?
the juking and stuff.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying. So and like I said, that's
the best goal. You don't
Yeah.
want to get touched. you know?
and and it's a different way to build confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like for for my instance, you know what I'm saying? I first put them pads on. I didn't practice for them first 2 days. I was sick. Like, I don't want to do this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, thank God, you know, I had a coach that knew what I was going through. And, you know, my mom was about to take me off the team. And, he was like, let me handle it. I got him. You know what I'm saying? And
You said his name was Coach what again?
Coach Young.
Coach Young.
Coach Leonard Young, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
He you know what I'm saying, he saw something in me and he was like, no, he been there before, so he's like, I got him, you know what I'm saying, don't worry about it. And my mama backed up and she let him handle it.
Now, I'm not going to lie. It look like you're still in the physique to play. Can you still get out there and do your thing on the field?
Man, I can play, but I wouldn't be walking for like the next 2 weeks, man.
Oh, don't say that, bro.
Yeah,
Don't say that.
Nah,
man.
like I'd be sore, man. So my body don't recover the same way no more. So
Not even an ice bath? Ice bath won't even do it?
I got to get up to get in that, boy.
Man.
Now I do. Sometimes when I'm on social media, I see parents get upset when the coaches cuss at the players. But I feel like that's the culture.
It is, but it's a why to it. You know what I'm saying? So my why for why I yell at the kids because where they come from. You know what I'm saying? And the situations they in. And their situation is not always seeing success. So, you know, at any little negative part of their life or any part of the game that negative comes into their head, oh, I can't, I'm tired, I'm hurt, I'm sore. So I gotta yell to be louder than that voice and put some positivity in their life.
Right.
So I'm yelling. So but all the call them out their names and all that stuff, that's not necessary. Because like we have to be careful what we put into our kids. Kids are sponges. So if you calling them something, you know, that kid might think he is that. If you call him a dumb motherfucker, and he heard it so many times, he heard it from this coach, and then he probably hearing it at home. No, I am a dumb motherfucker. So now I'm gonna go to school and I'm gonna be a dumb motherfucker. I am not go when it's time to learn, I'm gonna act up. Because I'm a dummy. And that's, you know what I'm saying, that's what's been instilled in them. So we have to be careful what we say to these kids.
Now, I do want to ask you this. You know, as far as, like you said, you don't have to holler at them. You don't have to cuss at them. But I do want to know, when it comes to them on the football field and they mess up, what are other ways to talk to them or get your point across other than doing that?
No, you yell. But it's not a yell like you cussing them out. You have to yell because the game is exciting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's cheering going on. And they emotional, I'm emotional. So I mean, yelling is okay. I don't go against that. I'm go.
Oh,
yell.
you still will?
Yeah, I'm go yell, but I'm
10.
Yeah, I'm not go. You know what I'm saying? Belittle them in my yelling. You know what I'm saying? Come on, we can't do that. Let's do this. Like, come on, man, you better than that. I gotta yell it into their mind because who knows what they're thinking? Because from the environment they come from.
But what about pulling them over to the side and be like, look here, man.
Nah, in front of everybody.
No, somebody else go do that.
Somebody's going to do it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm a good cop, bad cop.
Got you. Because I was going to say, when it comes to that, you got to have a hype voice and you got to be like that one. Look, man, what you doing?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You got to come on.
Yeah.
Get it together.
And I'm like that with everybody. You know what I'm saying? All up and down from the best player to the weakest link. Because my expectation is the same thing.
Facts.
No matter who's on the field, my expectation is the same thing. You get on this field, you do what we taught you to do. Now, if I ain't teach you that, then okay, hey, that's my fault. You know what I'm saying? We go working that in practice, boom, boom, boom. But if I'm telling you to do X, Y, and Z when this happened, you better do X, Y, and Z. Don't do X and Z.
Right.
Because now you just gave up something. Like, we just spent time going over that. So that's it. That's all. But I don't have a problem with yelling. Yelling is part of the game. But no, the cussing, which I do, but I'm cussing at kids. They cuss at me sometimes.
And they listen to this crazy music. You know what I mean? They got all that stuff in there. And
But little kids, I can't do that. Like, no. And I would take my kid. No.
you want to take this?
I ain't gonna. No.
You want to take it? Go ahead.
I ain't gonna say
I
nothing.
get in trouble all the time for this point of view.
I asked my last question. Hey, that.
Okay, let's get to these. Everybody
No, go ahead. No, I want to hear.
okay. I'm gonna just say this. I don't agree with cussing at little kids, especially the kids that's not yours. But I will say this: some of these kids cuss worse than
They do.
the adults. I'm like, what?
Yeah, but see, that kid wouldn't be on my team.
Okay.
You wouldn't give him a week or two to just try to.
No, yeah, hey man,
But
who
he
you
don't
talking to?
listen.
'Cause
Cause
you
I-
are a kid. Like I would put him in his place.
But I hear that people who use profanity are more honest people.
I don't need a kid to be. Kids
Not
are
a
honest.
kid, man.
Kids are honest.
You can be honest and don't cuss.
I'm just saying it's a trait of honest people is to
No,
use profanity.
kids are the most honest people.
And they'll tell you to your face.
They won't lie to you at all.
Okay.
Kids are the most honest people.
I just had to.
So they don't need to cuss to be honest. They gonna be honest regardless.
Okay, I had to say it.
Because I hate, like I said before, kids, they got miles worse than we do.
Yeah, they do because they think they grown. So that's their way of proving they grown by cussing and talking like that and stuff.
And you know what? I can go all day about that. Also, can we? You mind if I ask one
Go
question?
ahead. It's your world.
It used to be a show on Netflix called Friday Night Tykes.
Yeah,
They talked about the Pee Wee League coaching down in Texas.
yeah.
Do you think they take football way more seriously down there than we do anywhere else in the country?
Yeah.
And why is that?
You ever seen a Texas high school stadium?
Not in person, but just on
That's
TV.
yeah.
Man, they seat like 15 to 20,000 people.
Damn.
The whole community come out.
The Texas State Championship filled up Jerry's World.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, see,
filled it up. They are dead serious about football in Texas.
It's religion down there, what I'm told.
They are dead serious.
Now, like I said, I only go by what I see. I never been to a.
Man, the coaches in Texas make six figures, and all they do is coach football.
Really?
Yes.
See, that's something I didn't know. Do you know about that?
Man, football is the Bible down there. They stadiums, their stadiums is state of the art. Seats like big stadiums.
lights and everything.
Like see how Wayne State is?
Yeah.
Blow that out the water.
even before like social media, they had booths where they could like still stream
Yeah.
and film their games. Everybody could watch it.
Texas football is huge, bro. Like it's nothing like it. Like yeah, it's crazy down there, and they spend money and they make money.
The stars at night are big and bright.
Man.
But I'm good on questions here. You
Yeah, I'm good.
Now, the questions that we do have next is this fishbowl. Did we go over that with you?
Yeah.
So like I said, some of them can't get there. If you don't feel comfortable, put it back, grab another one, all right? All right, this is your favorite part of the show. We're about to go into the fishbowl, so I will be the first one to press the button. This is our theme song.
First,
We ready?
yeah.
We're going to start this way.
Yo, let's get it.
Questions.
Get this green one.
Protections.
All right. Who want to go first?
I'll go first. Let me see.
This is stupid. Can I get another one?
No, here you go.
Yeah, I think this was dumb too. Like,
You don't like it? Hey, we got more.
I mean, I don't mind answer. I just think it's just dumb.
Can I hear it though? What is it?
It said, "Has someone ever requested a fetish from you?"
Pick
Yeah, you can put that
pick
back.
pick a
If it was a female on the panel, like we could talk.
Man, who? I'm gonna show. Look, I don't know if y'all can read that, but that's awful.
Oh yeah, we ain't doing that either.
We ain't doing this one.
Lee,
We
what
for
is
sure
happening
can't
right
do
now?
this
Man, who wrote these? Man?
Everybody.
Anybody that's anybody.
Hey,
That's an awful
some of
question.
these questions, I'm gonna get a red one. Y'all with the color red? Y'all cool with the color red?
Hey, all I gotta say about these questions is this. This is what I'm gonna say.
You smoke crack, don't you?
I feel like we answered this. Yeah, we definitely did this on the past.
I don't know why we getting the same.
let me get
You want another
another
one?
one, yeah.
Dang,
Man,
everybody striking out.
We go when we edit this episode. We gonna have to just skip past.
There you go.
Let me see.
Why?
This is the same question. I just can't hand me the bowl one more time.
Yeah, I don't. This ain't the question for this
You
type
getting
of
the
show.
arm workout.
Man, I'm gonna put it. So, hey.
Okay, green, y'all. I gotta pull a green
All
one.
right, let me press the song one more time.
We didn't even do nothing.
You don't like that one either? Don't worry. Hey, we got
So
more.
one of us. This is a first.
This never happened.
This
never
bowl
happened
is
before.
a female's it's a female's episode. You know.
Okay, I like this one. I'll keep this one.
I'm gonna do this one. Can I'll just answer mine.
Go ahead.
Say, do you ever see yourself living overseas?
Overseas.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I definitely could. I love going out of the country is like the best. Going out of the country is like, man, the best feeling in the world, man. That's like a accomplishment I never thought of. You know what I'm saying?
Where are some places you been?
Man, I've been to Mexico. Where we just go? Man, all these places starting to look alike. I've been to Jamaica. Shout out to my wife, man. She a travel agent too, man. I need a travel agent.
Yeah, I might
Almost
need
definitely. Shout out.
I'm
Shout
going
out.
back to the
Salute.
DR, man.
Hey man,
I'm
look her
going
up,
too.
man. KITB Travels, man. She the
KITB.
KITB Travels.
Go look her up.
Yeah, she the best at
KITB.
that. Yeah, but shout out to her, man. She responsible for all my traveling, man. Getting me out the country, dog. That's, man, the places we've been, man. Like, you just wake up, like your room is like right there. You just wake up to a pool. You just wake up and just jump into the water. You know what I'm saying? It's the waitress, waiter, whoever come over, give you drinks and stuff like that. That's just a good life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But here's the question: where overseas would you rather live?
Out of all the places I've been, I'm trying to think where we just come from.
Don't say Mexico. That ain't overseas. That's over a border.
Or Canada?
Nah, I can't remember where we just came from, man. But definitely one of those somewhere hot, man, where you just
Tropical.
yeah, tropical.
Could
you know
you-
what I'm saying, all year round.
Could you see yourself on a cruise ship for like 6 months to a year?
No,
On a cruise ship.
heck no, man. I did it. The longest cruise I did was 7 days, and I was sick by day 4. Like, I wanted to get off. No,
Yep, sound about right. That's what I
yeah.
did about 5 days. I was like,
then they get behind schedule, man. They want to speed up, and you
They
get
wanna-
seasick and stuff.
all the excursions.
Yeah, you get tired of the food.
Is it? The
You
same,
definitely right about the food.
The
Yeah.
same food? What's wrong with food?
It's the same thing, kind of what they set out, and then they kind of mix it up a
Yeah.
little bit.
Oh, so
Today is
they don't
macaroni. Tomorrow's macaroni with the peas in it, and then it's
Yeah.
like,
Oh, so they don't throw nothing out.
well, they only come with a certain set
Yeah,
of food.
certain
They
set
got to
of
keep
food,
docking
so-
to keep getting
Yeah.
food. Now, if you go to like one of their restaurants, then it's like you got to pay now for this food, the free food, pretty much.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so no, I can't do a cruise, not that at all.
Where would you rather live, Stills?
DR. That's one of the places I've been recently, and I really enjoyed myself. There's a few other places I've been, but that's like the one of the most recent. I'm like, I had fun there.
Yeah,
I can't go into details.
I haven't been outside the country other than Canada. But my homeboy was telling me about Tanzania.
Tanzania.
They said he's living there now. He told me that's a good spot.
Okay.
What is how much is our inflation or whatever it's called?
He told me it's fairly cheap to live over there.
So $1 of our money would be how much over there?
I can't give you the exact estimate, but he just told me it's fairly
Okay.
cheaper to live over there than it
You
is
living
here.
you living like a king.
That's how. Okay.
Yeah, that's what he told me.
'Cause I heard in Taiwan or Philippines, man, $600. I think you could have a nice house all year. That
And
cover you for
Thailand.
the whole year.
I can believe it.
Yeah.
So who's next? Want me to go?
Was that my question? Oh yeah, that was my question. Okay.
I forget what was my question. Let me see. What was my question? Oh, what's your favorite alcoholic beverage?
That's easy. None of them.
Oh, you're not
I
a
don't drink
drinker?
alcohol,
Okay.
I don't. Wine, red wine. I don't really drink either though, but red wine.
Oh.
When I order it when I go out, people be looking like what? Because I like red wine with a lime on it. I'm
Okay.
like red wine with lime, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No
Hey,
ice.
pick your poison.
Yeah. I'm a tequila drinker.
Tequila.
Yeah.
Any kind in particular.
Old school wise, I drink 1800. But besides that, Patron. I try not to get in. I try to find. Me personally, like I try to find like different type of tequilas. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Something-
Casamigos.
I'll drink it. You know what I'm saying? But I try to find stuff nobody else is drinking.
What about them foreign ones that be having snakes and bugs and scorpions?
Nah, I ain't got time for
Oh.
that.
I never did understand why they put that in tequila.
I forgot why it's supposed to.
It's supposed to have like
Spirits?
a higher volume of alcohol in it. So when you drink it or eat it, whatever, it's supposed to give you that extra buzz and stuff.
Now, I did mean to ask you because I'm looking at my questions. One of them, I guess, I forgot to ask you the best tailgate or sports party you ever been to,
Best tailgate
or sports Super Bowl party? Any
Best tailgate was my birthday party.
here?
Yeah.
Recently?
Like 2 years ago, my wife threw me a birthday party.
Oh, when the Lions was trash?
Nah, they was good.
Man,
2 years ago?
Yeah, it was good 2 years ago.
That's when they start getting better.
yeah.
Okay.
That's when that
They
happens.
won on that day. My wife threw me a tailgating party, man. Like all my family, my friends showed up. You know what I'm saying? Old friends popped up. Because it was outside, man. That was the best time ever.
Can I also answer that question? The best tailgate or the best game I've ever been to was the one last year when Michigan was playing Michigan State at night.
Oh, I remember that. I think that was right after a podcast.
Right after yeah, that was, to me, we won. And not only that, the vibe was just different just playing at night.
Oh, yeah.
You already know, if you play football at night, you would know. But on that level, in the big house, over 100,000 people,
I could imagine.
man, I couldn't wait to go back to another. Because after we won, everybody was outside the stadium just saying the old saying, it's great to be a Michigan Wood.
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
You got one?
Oh, no, I don't go to sports parties. I don't go to parties, man.
Man,
'Cause I don't know if y'all could tell this whole interview. I don't watch sports. I'm aware of them, and I know the universal information, but for real,
Well,
y'all naming names and colleges people went to.
you ain't got to know the sport to go to a tailgate party.
Right.
I mean, that's true. That's
like,
true.
No, like people, people cook. Like people love to barbecue at them things. They be having cook-offs and stuff like that.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm a different dude. I don't even eat
then-
barbecue
Oh man.
You sure is ugly.
because of my lifestyle. Because of my lifestyle.
But, man, it's a lot to do though, man. Yeah, like you can find all type of things to do at a tailgate.
I don't do
I
tailgates
like
or
grilled
house
corn.
parties.
They got the corn, the ear of corn on the grill.
Oh yeah,
I love
yeah,
that.
yeah. I hope we get tailgating back here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, but after that situation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they're gonna have some different safety measures and stuff. But
At least have some officers walking around or something.
But-
And that
that
ain't
didn't have to happen.
That didn't
No,
have
it
to happen.
didn't.
That didn't have to happen.
But
You know, somebody actually uploaded the video like the next day or the day after, and I saw it on YouTube. I was like one of the first commenters, like, "Yo, take this down,"
yeah,
because
Yeah.
they showed everything.
yeah. I want to say I
I
saw
seen
it,
that.
or I saw like a piece of it, and it was like it was just it shouldn't have happened. And
Especially the second guy.
yeah,
Over a parking spot.
right. And he left and came back. Like, come on, bro. Like,
But allegedly well,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But no, it was it was a bad situation, and like it was nothing like that ever happened down there. You know what I'm saying? Like it was
Right.
always great times down there, man. Like I used to see people I ain't seen in a long time down there. You know what I'm saying?
I go down there every Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I ain't
Let's just hope they bring, like you said, they bring it back.
yeah, they bring it back, man, and then we can go back to having a good time and stuff.
Now, my question says right here, can people exist in peace without laws?
I feel like we did that already.
I think
We did that with Kenna.
with Kenna we did.
People be putting questions back in after we answer them.
Don't worry, I got you. I got you. Try another green one right here.
That's a real good question, though.
That is.
If you want to answer it, because we answered it with somebody else.
Well, I know in some countries,
No.
kids can drink at an early age, and they don't have a problem with alcoholism.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we as human beings, like when people tell us we can't do something, we want to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like if we can do it, then it's like there's no.
Because I want to say Greenland or Iceland, every drug is legal.
Yeah.
They legalize every drug, and that for some reason dropped. A lot of people just don't.
Yeah, it's like
I don't want
it's
to do
legal.
it.
Like, what's, yeah,
I guess
it's
a lot of
crazy.
people like the thrill of, oh, I got something in my pocket that I can get in trouble
Yeah.
with. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to roll with this. What do you find sexy in the opposite sex? I guess what they meant to say is, what do you find attractive in the opposite sex?
What do I find attractive in the opposite sex? Well, my wife is beautiful, man. I love her face. I love her mind. I even love her attitude. You know, that what makes her her. You know what I'm saying? And she consistent with it. So,
Shout out to wifey.
yeah.
That's all.
I can go more into detail. I could talk about her all day. So
Man.
All right, we
You gonna fall in love with you all over again. Like,
I love to see that.
for me, I'm a sapiosexual, so mentality matters. Like I have to fall in love with your mind before physical. But if we talking physical, I love natural. Like you can wear like weave and nails and all that stuff on a date night, but every week ain't gonna be no date night.
Right.
Like once. But I like natural.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I would say I do love like she can wake up and just wash her face and go out. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like you ain't got.
That's how it should. Yeah.
I would say,
Let me put this on. Like no, come on.
no, yeah, I don't like that
You
either.
gotta wait an hour to get. Man, come on, throw something on.
Right.
I would say for myself, if we talking physical wise, I would say I love a woman, a black woman in locks.
Yeah.
Them locks drive me. Oh,
Yeah.
I can't explain it.
I can see that.
That do something to me. I like a woman. And I am a man. I like a woman with a nice posterior. If y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Pretty feet. You know what? I like a woman with pretty feet.
Yeah,
the bottom of the
most
feet.
definitely, most definitely.
All that. Yeah, pretty feet. You got it because that shows me that you take care of yourself.
Yeah,
And if we talk about non-physically, I would definitely say I like a woman that not scared to be a woman. You know
I feel
what I
like
mean?
you wrote this question, but go ahead.
I like a woman that, you know what I mean, that understand, like, look, we are not the same. Men and women are not the same. But certain things you can do, I can't do. And certain things I can do that you can't do. If you can understand that, that's cool.
yeah,
Being your femininity more than your masculinity, women.
yeah. I can respect that.
Like, go ahead and do it. You know you want to do it.
Hey,
He was getting ready to. Listen, I tell you.
We ain't gonna turn this show into that show.
I'm going to tell you. One guy.
I mean, be able to step into your alpha woman role if that's a thing, but just being your feminine, especially if we together, I got it. I'll cover all the heavy lifting, all the hard stuff.
I like one who know how to play fight, too.
Yeah,
Because
I like that.
I like WWE. I still watch WWF.
Man,
And if she know the moves,
I am a big
bruh.
kid, man. I still watch it, man. I'm a big kid, man.
Hey, we
what's
can watch
going on?
wrestling together, bruh. Oh, man.
Man, me and my homeboys, we be texting, hey, man, look at this. Man,
Yeah.
hey, what you doing tonight? Shit, Elimination Chamber coming up. I'm chilling.
I like a woman who got her own hobbies.
That's a good one.
We can have shared hobbies and shared interests, but have your own thing too.
You got your own thing.
I
you
need
got
my
your own
space
friends
sometimes,
and
yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah.
I like a woman who likes to play the game, too. Video games.
Yeah, but see, I ain't played the game in so long. My son is 15. I ain't played a video game in 15 years.
Oh, dang well.
Now I have played occasionally, but like just got back into
That's
it.
a real-
I haven't.
Now, how do y'all feel about you tell your spouse, hey, stop hanging out with this person. I don't like him as a friend for you or something. Do you feel like spouses should do that or even?
That's a loaded question right there.
Yeah.
All right, scratch it down there. I ain't say it.
Actually, no, I'm glad you did that because I was looking at something before I got over here. Say if your woman wants to go out with her friends and you know her friends are up to no good, it's a double whammy because if you tell her, I don't want you doing that or I forbid you, she might look at you as being controlling.
No, she.
Now, you may,
It depends on a woman.
but see, in a lot of cases, you may not be thinking that way. You're thinking of a more of protection. She's not. She may be thinking of, they always trying to tell me what to do.
Yeah.
It depends on the woman. That's a customized thing for some women. Be like, okay, you see something I clearly don't see.
But see, if you break it down to her and tell her on the reasons why, she, in some cases, I'm not trying to say anything bad, but in some cases, she'll know what you're saying is right, but that's her friend. She still want to kick it with her.
Yeah. So I would never tell my wife who to hang with, who not to hang with. But all right, now when she started doing this, we ain't doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's more respectable, and you know what I'm saying, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? I probably got some friends my wife don't approve of, but that's my friend.
Everybody
You know what
do.
I'm saying?
Everybody.
Yeah, but them my friends, and whatever they do, once they start getting into whatever they about to get into, you know, I ain't about to do it. You know, I'm coming home to you or whatever that may be. You know what I'm saying? So
Now, I would say this. I'm not the type of person that's going to tell you you can't hang out with that person because I want you all to myself. Nah. Because, you know, you got a lot of people that would do that.
yeah,
That isolate you from your peoples. No.
I know people like that.
Yeah.
So nah, I don't want to tell my wife what to do, man. I want us to live happy. You know what I'm saying? Be free with our decisions and respect each other's decisions. That's love, man. When if you have to tell your wife or she has to tell you what to do and what not to do, then it's something wrong. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, that ain't the relationship I want.
Yeah, like go live your life. You know right from wrong.
Right,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? We ain't,
Have respect in and out my presence.
this ain't our first rodeo. This ain't our first time together. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm gonna go for. I know what you gonna go for. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. We definitely we gotta have you back on here. We gotta have a demerit show from a male's point of view. We gotta have you
Man.
back on here talking about that.
Most definitely, man. I got, man, most of my friends married, man. So we sit down, we kick it, man. We complain about the same stuff, and that's how I know, like, that's what marriage is about. So, I most definitely, I'll bring her.
Okay.
I asked somebody a long time ago, a guest on the show. I was like, could married people hang out with single people? Well, next time.
Yeah, it can't happen.
Okay.
It can.
I'm talking about you with your single friend, male friends, not you with the opposite sex.
Yeah, I got married friends, I got single
Okay.
friends. So yeah, like, you know, I kind of live vicariously through them. They tell me their stories, like, man, you lucky, bro. But
I'm-
they
I'm
look
gonna
at me,
believe that.
but they look at me like, you know what I'm saying, like, man, you lucky, man. I wish I had what you had.
A lot of my friends who are married or in committed relationships, I'm always saying you're the lucky one. I'm single. I just be out here chilling.
That is if they're doing everything.
If most of them are stand up guys doing what they're supposed to do, I'm like, you got a family, you got this, you got that, man. I be chilling with a bowl of noodles. You don't want this.
Yeah, man.
So I was just-
Can I ask you this?
Yeah.
Do you believe some? Damn, I want to save it for the next show, but I'm gonna say it.
Go ahead.
Do you think sometimes a little time apart would do you some good? Like she can go do this, you go do that, and all of a sudden when y'all come back together, I missed you.
Yeah.
Road
Hey,
games are fun.
baby.
Most
No,
definitely. She go out of town with her girls. You know, I go out of town with the fellas. They got Gallenstein and
Right.
all that stuff. You know, and our time
Friends
together is
miss.
our time. Yeah, our time together is our time together. Our time apart is our time apart. And you know, we come back and we happy together again. You know what I'm saying? So
That's great. That's great.
yeah, we gotta smother each other.
Shout out to that.
Well, you know what? I got more questions, but I'm gonna leave it at that. What about you?
Oh no, I'm out of questions.
Now, if they want to, do you have any businesses or any social medias you want to promote?
No businesses. Just shout out to my wife. Love you to death, baby. Shout out to coaches at Southeastern, the players. Also a coach at Michigan Elite. It's a football club. They do football training in 707 on Sundays from 11. Youth is 11:30 to 1:00, and high school is from 1:00 to 3:00.
Where would they go if they want to be a part of that?
Go to Michigan Elite. Was it MF? You just put me on the spot. Google Michigan Elite football and everything that come up. I don't know all the websites and stuff by heart. They got social media. They got, what do they got? They got Twitter, X. They got Instagram. They on Facebook. They on all that. So you can search them. It'll pop up.
Now, when the season starts, can they get calendars there for the game days and stuff, or where do
For Michigan Elite, for the
Michigan both that you coach?
So for the training is like during the winter time, like off season stuff. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Help kids get better. You know what I'm saying? Get better with their athletic skills and everything.
You know how some schools will post the calendar. Hey, we're gonna be playing Kettering this week and this.
Our schedule is not. I don't think it's finalized yet.
I mean, yeah, not this year. I'm saying when the season comes.
Once our schedule is finalized, you know, we send it out. We put it on our school board. You know, school got social media, got X and Instagram and Facebook, stuff like that. So our schedule get posted like that, and then us coaches post it also.
Okay.
Sounds good. Sounds
yeah.
good. Well, anything else you want to say to anybody out there?
No, I think that's it, man. If I forgot about you, I apologize. I'll get you next time. You know what I'm saying, man? Thank you guys for having me.
No, we want to thank you for
No, yeah,
coming on.
thank you, man.
Hey, we want to thank our guests again for coming on the show.
Appreciate the story.
Coach Sherm. Hope the players see this. Hope you get all the support and everything. You know, like Michigan, hey, Wolverines, y'all better get this man a call.
I did want to know how you got the last name Sherm. Is that part of your actual name?
No, so my first name is Sherman. My
Oh,
last
okay,
name
so-
is Neely. I just felt I was just too young to be called by my last name. But
Nelly got a ring to it also.
I'm getting to that point now, you know what I'm saying, being called by my last name. So I might just start going by Coach Neely.
Right. But hey, like I said before, hey, the Wolverine, hey, Coach Moore, you better be calling this man. I'm not. Hey, come on now. We need we need somebody from the city down there.
Most definitely. I can help with that recruiting.
Yeah, hey, he know the talent. So hey, hey, Coach Moore, holla at him. You got anything you
No, I
want?
don't got nothing to plug.
Well, you know, follow me on my YouTube channel at Adrian, aka AD. I don't know when y'all be seeing this show, but we got a I got a a video out right now about people who use their hands all the damn time when they're talking. I'm not gonna say who it is, but we gotta come together. Gotta come together, my brother.
Watch all our shorts, watch all our episodes, like and subscribe. Peace.
We out of here.